back into the Heat Report by Chat Sports just 24 hours after a game that was from hell. Miami leading the Milwaukee Bucks for the entirety of the game. Blow another fourth quarter lead. Milwaukee started the fourth period on a 15-2 run. Heat lost that game in dramatic fashion. Also lost Nikola Jovic for an extended period of time as he left the game in the first half with a fractured metacarpal, which means he is going to be out for an extended period of time. We do not know how long as of now, but Miami looks to bounce back and end this three-game road trip out of the All-Star break with a game in Atlanta, a game that's pretty big for the standings if you still care, because if they win this game, they will create some separation between them and Atlanta for the 8-9 seed, where Miami currently is the 8, Atlanta is currently the 9. If they lose, Atlanta is right there to be that 8 seed with just about 24, 25 games left in the regular season. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend outside of Miami Heat basketball and is ready for another Heat adventure here on a Monday evening. As always, folks, shout out your city for me down in the comments section. Where are the real ones watching from? I might be on a ban from wearing Heat gear. I think I might be a self-imposed ban. I have to be here because it's my job, but I'm low-key boycotting the Heat. I might not be wearing Heat gear on the watch parties anymore. I might not be doing it until they start playing good basketball that makes me want to wear Heat basketball gear. I think I might just be wearing standard clothing, whether it's a Nike tee, Nike shirt, sweatshirt, other stuff. I think I might be doing a self-imposed boycott of Miami Heat gear until they figure out how to not blow fourth quarter leads. Justin's back with us again. Thoughts on the self-imposed little boycott here?
Hey, you guys do what you guys do.
I am making it known. If I have to be here to watch every game, I got to do something to show them that I am not appreciative of their work.
No more merchandise, no more spending more money on a hoodie or a shirt or anything.
Nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you. Wasim, my guys in Irvine, Jay the Fox in Miami, Vincent's in West Palm, Australia from Cruitt, Sulan is in Toronto, Apachito's in OKC, David's in Orlando, Timon's in Germany from Tobias, Tampa from Osvaldo. Got a bunch of real ones. Bolivia from Manuel. Got a bunch of real ones tuning in. We always do. I was stunned to see that there was 22 people waiting for the stream to start before we click stream. Got 80 people watching now. Appreciate everyone tuning in. But I tell you what, stunned. I mean, I said this to Justin before we got our stream started. If I did not have to work today and I did not have to watch Heat basketball for a living, I just think as a true fan, I would not be watching tonight. But you guys are better than me. You guys are better than me because this team doesn't deserve my time or energy right now. It doesn't. It doesn't. Shout out to Ty watching from Madison, Wisconsin. Elias says, why do you think Spo keeps giving minutes to Terry? Because he might be an insane person. He might be an insane person. But, make sure we record this. Yeah. We do have to talk about our sponsor on today's live show before we progress. By the way, I cashed on my prize picks yesterday. You saw me go 3 for 3 in the Heat Bucks game. I just needed SGA to have more than 25 points in the nightcap to win $100, and boy, did I. But let me know when you hit record. We'll start this. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform out there. I play Prize Picks on a daily basis. All I do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections for a shot to win up to 1,000 times my cash, your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Steph Curry will get more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with your friends and win real real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on PrizePicks. As always, I have an entry for tonight's Heat game, 4-player entry, 10 times my money. It's possible. I'm going less than on Tyler Herro. Sure, he's averaging 36 over his last 3 games, but Dyson Daniels will be defending him, and I think that's a tough matchup for Tyler. So I'll go with a Bam game instead, more than 30 points and rebounds for Adebayo. I'll also go with more than 10.5 rebounds, assists for Dyson Daniels, and then less than on 12.5 points for the first-round pick, Zachary Shea. 4-player entry there. We'll check in how my picks are doing throughout tonight's stream. Join me and the millions of others at PrizePicks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link's in the live chat and description of today's stream. PrizePicks, run your game. I appreciate PrizePicks for sponsoring the show as always. Like I said, I won yesterday. I was very happy. Put that money towards the groceries today. You know, I'm not someone who will tell you to gamble your money. It's just daily fantasy sports. If you want to play, you want to play. It's just another way to watch the games, add some intrigue. But I tell you what, when you win, it's nice because I had to get $95 worth of groceries today. I won $100 yesterday. It was nice to know I basically got those groceries on the house because I nailed my PrizePicks.
Get that easy withdrawal.
And
next day?
That actually might be my favorite part about PrizePicks because, listen, there's a lot of daily fantasy sports platforms out there. I prefer PrizePicks. I think they have great stuff, but they also do have legitimately, without a question, the quickest and easiest withdrawals. Like, once you get your bank account hooked up, you literally request withdrawal, you pick your amount, and it will actually be in your account, like, almost ASAP. Like, it is rapid. I love it. I'm a big fan, which is nice because you won last night, and I get to spend it today. You know, it's right in and out of the lineup. But this is a big question. Are you done with the Heat this year? Because I borderline am. I tell you what, Justin, the Heat are underdogs today, and I feel like I've said this a couple times. I am so out on the Heat right now. If they lose again tonight, and it's like, say they blow another fourth quarter lead, I might have to have a sit down with the bosses and say we might be done. I'm kidding. We're not leaving, but like, boy, would I be very tempted to do so. My goodness, this team is getting way too annoying. Way too annoying. Allie saying yes. Jay the Fox saying yes. Andy saying yes. Saka says no. Loyal. NBA says yes. You're a Lakers fan, so you're feeling pretty good about life right
they
now.
finally slayed the dragon.
Yeah, finally beat Denver. In Denver, too.
Oh, I mean, I think I'm willing to talk myself into it that they can get them in the playoffs.
They're currently what? The 3 seed, Denver, and y'all are the 5?
I think Denver's the 2.
Denver climbed over Memphis?
Yeah,
Okay.
They climbed earlier this week.
Okay. I'll tell you what, this week for Miami getting back to the Heat, this is a gauntlet. I don't know, like I know you probably haven't looked at the schedule. Played Milwaukee last night, should have won. That's why blowing that game hurts because they play Atlanta tonight. They play Atlanta again on Wednesday, Indiana on Friday, and then the Knicks on Sunday. In Indiana, although they got off to a really rough start, I'm pretty sure I saw a statistic today that in their last 30 games, the Indiana Pacers are 22-8. The only teams that have a better record than the Indiana Pacers over the last 30 games are the Cleveland Cavaliers, number 1 seed in the East, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in the NBA. So the Pacers have been playing at the 3rd best record in pace in the NBA over not a small sample size. 30 games is a lot. 22-8. They've been dominant. So to me, I think the Heat might have a 1-3 week. I bet they split with Atlanta, and I will almost guarantee they lose both Indiana and New York. So, like, this is going to just get more and more ugly. Heat are 26-29. After this week, it would not shock me one bit if the Heat are 27-32.
What if they win all the games or only lose one? Are you back in?
I'll say this right now. Heat go 3-1 this week. I'm pulled back in because that means they would have either swept Atlanta, which is something I did not think they'd be able to do, and then split Indiana and New York, which would be a very good win for this Heat team. Or they split Atlanta and swept Indiana and New York, which, if that happened, then maybe I'd be pulled all the way back.
Especially with the play-in and all that. You definitely have to get these Atlanta games, quite honestly.
listen, the Heat got to take advantage of these. The Heat actually have the fifth easiest schedule remaining this year. They play the Wizards 3 times, the Hornets twice, the Bulls twice, the Hawks twice. So it's like they have these 9 games against teams lower than them in the standings, which is hard for the Heat to have games against teams lower in the standings. When you're the 8th seed, you're the 9th seed in the East, there's not a lot of teams lower than you in the standings. I promise you that. Especially when you look to the Western Conference, and every team has got a better record than you almost, it feels like. Either Spurs, who you don't play anymore, you swept them this year. Like, yeah, they're hurt, but like, my oh my. They've even got a same record as you do. So, like I said, 3-1 this week. I might be pulled back in by this Heat team. 2-2. I feel the same. 1-3. Yeah, color me dead.
I think they can get 3-1.
No chance. I like your optimism.
I know they blew the game to Milwaukee, but like think about it. Friday, they got the job done. They didn't really look great. They kept it competitive against Milwaukee. Heroes played well the last couple of games. Lesser opponents. Why not?
Now, if you think they go 3-1, what are the 3 wins? Obviously, are you thinking sweep Atlanta?
To Atlanta.
Okay, so you think they sweep Atlanta. Which one do they beat between Indiana and New York? Both at home, both in Miami on Friday and Sunday.
I would say they can get Indiana.
And you think Indiana at home? Listen, we battled Indiana earlier in the year. I think we might have beat the Pacers earlier in the year. Actually, let me check that. I'm curious now.
And, I mean, the way the Knicks have been playing.
Oh, you want to talk about a fraudulent basketball team. We talked about it last night a little bit. The Knicks are the biggest frauds in the NBA. 37-20, but no one believes they can win a playoff series against a good team at all. They will probably win their first round series against whoever the 6th seed is. They'll probably beat the Pistons in the first round. But round 2, they're getting packed up in 4 or 5 by Boston. Without a question. Without a question. I want to check to see the Heat Pacers. So this Heat Pacers game on Friday will actually be the final meeting between these teams. They've played 3 times already. The Heat are 1-2 against Pacers this year. They beat them the first time on the road, lost on the road, lost at home. Yeah, so Indiana's 2-1 against Miami this year. When you think of the next 5 games for Miami, 3-2 has to be had. Because we've talked about this week, Heat 3-1 is your prediction. But that Monday game, so when I was actually talking yesterday that the Heat had 5 games in 8 days. Spanning from last Sunday to this Sunday, 5 games in 8 days. Well, I didn't realize they also play Monday. So it's actually 6 games in 9 days, going from last Sunday to this upcoming Monday, which is March 3rd. Now, they play the Wizards on that second night of a back-to-back at home, so you imagine you win that game. But 6 games in 9 days is just absolutely brutal. The only days you have off is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and you got to go 3-2. You got to count the win against the Wizards, and you got to find a way to go 2-2, I guess, against the other 4 games. So I guess I will take a 3-2 5-game stretch. It's not ideal. It's still not like making you feel confident about this team. It'll just make you feel, well, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But if they go 2-2 in this 4-game stretch and then beat the Wizards on Monday, I guess you'll be like, I guess that's what this team is. But then another gauntlet. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they play Washington, Cleveland. They play Cleveland, Minnesota. Brutal. I also have to say this, folks. We have often advertised that we will be live for every game. That will be changing over the next 2 weeks. And I promise you it's not as much as theatrical as I want to be. It's not because of the way the Heat are playing or anything like that. As most of you know, we do a lot of coverage here at Chat Sports around the sports world, NFL included. NFL free agency begins March 10th. That 3-day stretch of the 10th, 11th, 12th is very, very hectic in Chat Sports world. We don't really have time for NBA watch parties, if we're going to be honest. I got to do a lot of my coverage on the NFL in terms of the Miami Dolphins because I host that channel here. So, looking ahead, this Saturday night, not this Saturday night, 2 Saturdays from now, Saturday, March 8th against the Chicago Bulls. Probably not going to be doing that watch party because we need to have prep time for free agency. Monday, March 10th, against the Charlotte Hornets. Probably not going to do that watch party because it's the first day of free agency. I would probably say as well, you can count out Wednesday, March 12th against the Clippers. I think we're going to have 3 straight games where we miss. The 8th, the 10th, and the 12th. Those 3 probably will miss due to NFL free agency, prep, and actual signings happening. But we will likely be back the 14th, a Friday night game against the Celtics. That's probably what will be happening. Just want you guys to let you know. 10 minutes to go until tip-off. This is our Super Chat menu today if anyone wants to get the party started. Same as yesterday. $10, we spin the wheel. We didn't do any wheel spins yesterday. I was very disappointed. We did get a Hall of Fame entrant. Shout out to Daywalker. He sent in another $20 Super Chat. He's a Hall of Famer in the past. Shout out to you, $20. He got a Hall of Fame. That also equals a shot. $50 is a beer bong as well if you want to get crazy. But $10 we spin the wheel, bunch of goodies in that. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame, and I take a shot, and a $50 beer bong. I know a lot of people tuned in. I'm actually not feeling that bad anymore. I was not feeling good yesterday. I had a raging headache the entire live stream. It was a disaster. It was horrible. We're back, though. We're good today. Yeah, I mean, I was miserable. Not because of the Heat game. Literally an hour before the live stream, just disgusting headache just came in. And I was not feeling good. I was like, this is terrible. Having to speak and get excited when your head is pounding. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, Tobias, seems like you asked if I had an Instagram, and then you just found me on Instagram. Not going to be on. I'm not going to lie. We've had some... I don't think you're a weirdo, Tobias, because I think you've tuned in quite a bit. But there are some people that are been strange in the chat to where they go on my Instagram, take old photos of me, and then try to pose as me in other live chats. So I'm skeptical of allowing people to follow me on Instagram. But Tobias, I think that we will let you go. There is no Heat Report Instagram. There is a Dolphins Today, though, if you're a Dolphins fan. Well, this is an important question with 8 minutes to go. Obviously, Nikola Jovic is out for an extended period of time. Who do y'all think replaces Nikola in the rotation? Who do y'all think? I think the most likely candidates are Kyle Anderson, Haywood Highsmith, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. Which player do you think is going to be the one? Tobias says Kyle Anderson. Terry says Haywood. VG says Kevin Love. That it won't happen. Tim Green says Triple J. NBA says Triple J. So does Amarty, Ches. Sax says Kel'el Larson. SFL, Kyle Anderson. Hall of Famer Brian McKenna says Highsmith. Osvaldo Triple J. Danny Man says Triple J. So I feel like most of the people... I can't tell if that's your prediction or who you want. Jaime Jaquez Jr. has been a DNP in 4 of the last 5 games for the Heat. The only game that he appeared in over those 5-game stretch for the Heat is the game that I was at in person against the Dallas Mavericks, where he was atrocious. He was so bad.
Oh, yeah, against the backups.
Yeah,
too.
against the backups. I watched him in person. I was with Jeffrey Cooperstein, who hosts the Mavericks channel. We went and watched the game together, and we both agreed. It's just like, holy shit, what happened to this guy? He looks unplayable. Can't space the floor, and every time he tried to make a move offensively, turnover or just a bad shot. But we'll see. We'll see. I think Jaquez would Jaquez is more of that point forward hybrid that Jovic was. Kyle Anderson's a better passer than Jaime in the half court. But if you're looking for like a guy that can get a board or get it on an outlet and push the pace, like Jovic does so often in transition, I think Jaquez is probably your guy. But both Jaquez and Anderson can't space the floor. Anderson's good in the half court and on the glass. Jaime isn't. Haywood's the better defender out of the 3. Also the better catch-and-shoot three-pointer. It's a really pick-your-poison type of situation. I think it's going to depend on matchups. I think I could see Haywood Highsmith getting PT tonight and being that guy because Haywood Highsmith has had good numbers in the past defending Trae Young. He did it a little bit in that playoff series a couple years ago. He's done it in the regular season quite a bit. It would not shock me if Haywood Highsmith was called upon today to be the main defender on Trae Young for a little bit. Wouldn't shock me one bit. Wouldn't shock me one bit. 5.5 to go until tip-off. If you want the Heat to get a win today and get a bounce-back victory to start this week off the right way, hit that thumbs-up icon. We have 190 people watching. Appreciate everyone tuning in here on a Monday evening. Only 46 likes. If we could get to 75 likes before we tip off, that's 30 likes in 5 minutes, I'll take a shot in the house. I'll take a shot in the house. If we can get 30 likes in 5 minutes. 30 likes in 5 minutes. Tobias says Jaren Jackson Jr. will replace Kel'el Ware at center next year. Jaren Jackson Jr. is up for an extension. I just don't see the Grizzlies trading him. This is Jaren Jackson Jr.'s best season of his career. He might win DPOY. And if I'm going to be honest, I think I could make the argument, and Justin, I don't know how much you've paid attention to this. I would make the argument that he might be their best overall player.
Oh, Jaren Jackson?
Yeah.
Probably.
Ja Morant has taken a step back. He's only averaging like 20 a game this year. He's also been wildly inefficient, and his numbers at the rim in terms of his finishing has taken a wild dip too. Meanwhile, Jaren Jackson Jr. having one of his best offensive seasons, defensive player of the year, leader since Victor Wembanyama's injury. I don't think there's a world where Memphis lets him go. But I will say this, though, Justin. If he wins DPOY, because of that award,
does it
he will be he will be eligible for the max 5-year, $345 million extension. Is he deserving of that? No, he is not. Will Memphis pay him that? That's where it gets dicey. The only way I can see Jaren Jackson Jr. being traded is if he wins DPOY, and because of that, his contract gets boosted instead of a max of like 270, 250 to 345 because he's won that type of award and he's an all-NBA guy. That's the only way I see the Grizzlies trading him, is because they won't pay him that much money. But it's a very slim chance they still would do that.
Something, small market team.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like, they're a small market team. They don't have a lot of money. I would love Jaren Jackson Jr. I would not trade Tyler Herro for him. I would not trade Bam for him, obviously. But if you had him in, because Jaren can space the floor. If I would trade Kel'el Ware for Jaren Jackson Jr., no hesitation. I would send, the Heat will have 3 tradable picks in the offseason. If Jaren Jackson Jr. became available, I think I would legitimately send all 3 tradable first-round picks, Kel'el Ware, and probably Jaime Jaquez Jr., plus the salary required, like a Rozier or something like that.
I mean, I don't think it would be that expensive, especially with the extension thing, if they're that serious about staying out of the Abram.
That's true. Because my thing is, like, if you do that trade, you now have a front court of Jackson and Bam, who would be the best defensive front court in the NBA without a question. I mean, that's 2 top 10 defenders in the NBA in total, and they're both in your 4-5. Bam is starting to get a little bit better at hitting his threes. Jaren Jackson Jr. can already hit his threes. And you have those 2 protecting your backline defense that hides Tyler Herro a little bit, both offensively and defensively. I mean, I would take that. I really would. I would make a play for Jaren Jackson Jr. if he was available, but I doubt he would. Tyson says, who would play center? It doesn't matter. See, these are the questions that are not really worth asking. Like, if we're going to be honest. Like, Bam and Jaren Jackson Jr. are both 4-5 hybrids. What does it matter? That question's not really worth asking or answering. Under 2 minutes to go until tip-off. If you're ready for the game, spam those me's down in the chat. Over 200 people watching. Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Sachet, Muhammad Gay, and Onyeka Okongwu starting for the Hawks. For the Heat, Davion Mitchell, Tyler Herro, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Kel'el Ware. I'm actually excited to watch Muhammad Gay. In 2023, coming out of Washington State, I really liked him as an NBA draft prospect in the second round. 6'10", fluid mid-range shot, decent defender. I like that, man. I like Muhammad Gay. We'll see how he plays today. We'll be guarded by Adebayo / Andrew Wiggins, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll also say this right now. Nobody, if you start getting weird in the chat because we're saying Muhammad Gay's name, which it is pronounced that way, I don't want to hear it. I will have a very short tolerance for that today. Heat finally getting rid of those Vice unis, not full-time, just tonight, wearing their red unis, Hawks wearing their white unis, a rare standard uniform matchup in the NBA. Tip is up, it's won by Atlanta, and the Hawks will start with the ball in the first and fourth quarter. Mitchell guarding Trae Young. Muhammad Gay has it. He is guarded by Bam. They get it over to Risashe. Wiggins following him. He hits the deck. They gets over to Risashe. Back to Young. Trae Young, 4 on the shot clock, is going to have to hoist. Mitchell all up in his grill. Throws it to Daniels. Fall away 3. Barely hits rim, and Ware grabs the board. Excellent first defensive possession for the Heat. Miami comes the other way. Andrew Wiggins driving inside. Misses the layup. Contested by Risashe. That's a shot Wiggins has got to hit. Transition opportunity for the Hawks, and Gay finishes inside with the tough left hand. 6'10", long wingspan. He's good, man. He's good, man. Adebayo at the top of the key. Okongwu defending. Okongwu tips it out of bounds, and it will stay with Miami 8 in the shot clock. You remember how to fix that?
No, I'm trying to figure that out.
You got to go to the editor, and when you go to click on the boxes, you hit settings, and you got to get it to pull from desktop 1 or the desktop.
Oh, I see.
Ball is inbounded to Bam. Adebayo, 4 on the shot clock, over to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell driving on Trae Young, gets to the rim and finishes with a right-handed layup. Good drive and take by Mitchell on Young, and we're tied up at 2. Trae the other way. Drops it off to Okongwu. Can't hold on to it. Wiggins picks up the loose ball. Mitchell out in transition for Miami. Trailing Adebayo. Bam, lobbing, and it's turned over. Good idea. Just miscommunication and not a good, crisp pass. Risashe the other way for Atlanta. Inside, kicking to the corner. Swung around to Daniels, who goes back inside. Kicks out to Gay. Corner 3. It's good. And the former second-round pick out of Washington State has all 5 points for the Atlanta Hawks. Dyson Daniels, one of the best defenders in the NBA, guarding Herro. It's going to be a tough matchup for Tyler. He's doubled. He drops it off the Bam. They call a foul. Defensive 3-second whistle on Atlanta, which means the Heat will get a technical free throw, and Tyler Herro is going to the line. Herro coming off a 40-point performance last night against the Bucks. If you go back to his game against the Mavericks pre-All-Star break, he is actually averaging 36 points per game over his last 3. 40, 40, and I believe 35 is the 3 straight games he's had. Herro to inbound, gets it to the corner for Mitchell. Heat trailing 5-3. Mitchell gets a screen from Ware. Davion drives, lobs, another turnover by the Heat. Both turnovers for Miami were both trying to find Ware on lobs. Risashe, 3 on the left wing, no good. Ware with the board. He'll outlet it up to Herro, who throws it up ahead to Bam, who commits an offensive foul, pushing off like it's an OPI on Zachary Risashe. What's the issue here?
It's not, doesn't even have the input, like desktop.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's this one.
It's not. That's this
one. Well, what's this one pulling from? There we go. There you go. Just make sure it's lined up now, right? All right, 5-3. Heat were whistled for a foul. I didn't see who got called for it. I think it looked like it was Kel'el Ware off ball. Missed shot by the Hawks. They get their offensive rebound, but Muhammad Gay stepped on the sideline. It's a turnover on Atlanta. Herro struggling to get it inbounded. Dyson Daniels putting on the pressure, but finally gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell pick and roll with Adebayo. Hands it off to Wiggins. Wiggins now getting inside. Gets good drive, fouled, and Andrew Wiggins is going to go to the line for 2. Good attack by Andrew Wiggins. He'll go to the line for a pair of free throws to try to make this an even game once again. Wiggins has looked much better in a Heat uniform in the 2 games after the All-Star break. Still missing some easy open shots. A little inconsistent for my liking. But hopefully he starts to get more consistent. I mean, he played decent yesterday, but shooting 7 of 20 from the field is just brutal. Wiggins makes the first free throw, 5-4 ball game. Wiggins gets the friendly roll on the second free throw, and it's tied at 5. Slow-moving first quarter, 3 minutes in. Okongwu hands it off to Young, who loses the handle. Herro at the steal. Herro lobs it up ahead to Kel'el Ware. Back tap to Wiggins, wide open 3, and he knocks it down. Wiggins with 5 straight points, and the Heat have their first lead of the game. Probably would have liked Ware to just turn around and dunk that, but hey, Wiggins made the shot, so it's all right. Trae Young, Euro stepping inside for a floater. He's on the board for the first time tonight. Herro driving. I thought he was fouled, not called, but he drops it back out to Bam. Now Mitchell. Mitchell probing to Adebayo. Little jumper from the 8-foot mark is good, and Adebayo is on the board with 2 points. 10-7 lead for the Heat. Risachet the other way, driving. Lefty layup, too strong, rebounded by Ware, and he will outlet it to Herro. Herro picked up by Daniels, gets a screen from Bam. He resets, now drives. Stripped, it's a turnover. It's a steal for Daniels. Averages nearly 3 a game. But then Mitchell takes it away on the other end. What a play by Davion Mitchell. Herro the other way, finding a trailing Wiggins. Another 3. Oh, that one can't go. Defense to offense, good though from Miami. Trae Young driving, kicking to Daniels, who now works inside on Herro. Drops off to Okongwu for a floater, and it goes. (10-9) ball game. Okongwu now with his first bucket. Wiggins gets a screen from Ware. Driving, spinning, kicking out to Ware. Ware hands it off to Herro. Herro pump fakes. Drives on Daniels. Swings to Mitchell. Open right wing 3. Can't go, but that was an excellent feed by Tyler Herro. Risachet in transition to the corner for Gay. His 3-point attempt rattles in and out, and Adebayo grabs the board. He got lucky there. Mitchell lobs it up ahead to Wiggins. Wiggins to the corner. Ware will try a corner 3. No good. Heat 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, but all 4 have been excellent open looks. Hawks in transition. Okongwu will line up a 3, and he makes it. 26% 3-point shooter. Zach, if you're going to spam that consistently, we're going to put you in timeout. Bam driving, bump, no call. Ware gets the offensive rebound. Kicks out to Herro, and the Heat will have another shot at it. Herro swinging. Ware will try another corner 3, and he misses again. But Adebayo is fouled on the floor by Muhammad Gay, and that will take us to our first timeout. Zach, stop spamming or we're going to put you in timeout. It's not what you're actually saying. It's just the fact that you're spamming nonstop. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds or you're getting timed out. He will not get banned. He will just get put in timeout. Zach, warning you. Okay, you realizing he stopped. Listen, you can have your opinion of firing Erik Spoelstra. Do I think it's in the best interest of the Heat to fire Erik Spoelstra? No. Am I frustrated with Spoelstra and think this is the worst coaching job he's had in the last decade of being the Heat's coach? Yes, I think it's the worst job he's done with the Heat over the last 10 years. But I don't think it's the right thing to fire Spo. It's not what you were saying. It's just the fact that you were spamming the same message nonstop for 3 minutes, it felt like. Not giving other people a chance to comment. If we want you to comment and spam something, we'll put it on screen and tell you to spam it. But if don't do it just out of your own free will, because it doesn't allow other people to get in the comments. He's off the hook. He stopped and apologized. We're very nice. We're very nice around here. We could be much meaner. We could be much more mean. Tell you what, my prize picks, not a bad start early on here. Here only 1 point. We'll talk about prize picks here later on. Risache 0. Dyson Daniels already has 3 boards and 2 assists. I need him to have 11 combined rebounds and assists. If I hit back-to-back 4-player stat projection prize picks, watch out, world. I'm not going to be working here much longer because I'll just have too much money. Excuse me. I think they said something in the pregame that nobody has averaged 3 steals a game or like a really. When's the last time someone's done it?
1989.
91. Elvin Robertson. Yo, why have I never heard of Elvin Robertson before, and why did he average 4 steals a game 4 out of like 6 seasons?
Why did they build a graphic like that?
Yeah, that's weird. Substitution. Hey, we got our answer, folks. Kyle Anderson is the man replacing Nikola Jovic. He checks in with Duncan Robinson, which was usually when Jovic would check in with Duncan in the first quarter. Herro's going to have to hoist something up at the end of the shot clock, but he gets a good look inside and lays it up and in. Defensive breakdown by Atlanta, and we're tied at 12. You can do a little play-by-play here if you're Justin, because I got to tweet this out.
I think Aquanwu has the ball on the block. 3-point from Atlanta. Rebound by Ware.
It's official. Kyle Anderson's the Jovic replacement, at least as of now. And he immediately makes an impact, driving on Georges Niang, gets a foul called, and Kyle Anderson will go to the free throw line for 2. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Heat tied at 12 with the Hawks, and will look to take the lead. Kussel's substitutions for the Hawks, Niang and LeVert check in, 2 players they got from the Cavaliers in return in that DeAndre Hunter trade. Anderson makes the first, and the Heat are back up in front. I will say this, Kyle Anderson played really good minutes for the Heat in that game against the Mavericks before the All-Star break, and he played really good minutes for the Heat against the Raptors on Friday, stabilizing that game late third, early fourth. He makes both free throws here, 14-2. Karis LeVert has it on the right wing, gets a screen, driving baseline, finds a cutting Daniels, drops it off of the foot of Ware, though, and it will be Hawks ball, 9 seconds to go. On the shot clock. Daniels to inbound, gets it to LeVert, who's fouled by Kel'el Ware. I didn't think Ware had to do that, man. Ware's got a 7'4 wingspan. Just put your hands up and contest. No need to jump on a pump fake from Karis LeVert.
2 fouls already? Oh, my word.
We're going to see small ball Kyle Anderson 5 minutes today. Oh, boy.
No Aquanwu on prize picks?
No Kongwu. I'll tell you this. Kel'el Ware staying in with 2 fouls. This happened actually yesterday against the Bucks. He got 2 fouls in the first quarter and stayed in for a little bit longer. Spoelstra, out of necessity or maybe just trusting the young man more. Herro's got it, loses the handle, and they're going to say he traveled. Interesting. Turnover on the Heat. The Heat were very good early on yesterday. Only had 3 turnovers in the first half against the Bucks, Justin. How many turnovers do you think they have in the first 7 minutes of the game?
3.
5. The Heat have turned the ball over 5 times already. They had 3 in the entire first half yesterday. I always say, folks, turnovers are the name of the game for the Heat. Dyson Daniels driving, drops it off, a kick ball violation on Ware, so it'll be side out for the Hawks. Quinn Snyder wearing a button down. Oh,
I think it's a polo. But
it's like a long sleeve polo. That is an odd fit by Quinn Snyder. LeVert pull up 3 over Kyle Anderson, doesn't go. Ware snatches down the rebound. 6 boards for Ware in the first quarter. Mitchell brings it up for the Heat. Steps back, left open for 3. Can't knock it down. Here comes Terrence Mann. And he throws it out of bounds, trying to find Niang on the back. What trade was it where, what did the Clippers get from the Hawks?
For Terrence Mann.
Yeah.
Cash? For
No.
a second round pick?
It was a player.
Oh, Bogdanovich?
Yes. Sounds right. Herro inside, turns it over. 6 turnover the quarter for the Heat. LeVert driving, kicking out to Dyson Daniels. He drives on Kyle Anderson. Cut off and kicks it back out to LeVert. 8 on the shot clock. LeVert gets a screen. Now over to Dyson Daniels. He drives again. Floater, no good. Rebound Herro. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Heat and Hawks tied at 14. Herro has it. Heat are shooting 4 of 12 from the field and have 6 turnovers. Not great, Jim. Herro curling 3. Tough shot, not a good one. Misses it. Ware offensive rebound and then hits a nice little putback 6-foot hook shot. Ware 7 boards in this first quarter. He's on the board with 2 points. Terrence Mann the other way. Up and under move on Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson, what do I say every game, folks? He is a cone. Back tied at 16. Duncan Robinson the other way, driving, layup, can't go, and Clint Capella, who's into the game, relegated to the bench, grabs the board. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Finds Niang on the left wing. He drives inside, kicks back out to Daniels. Daniels drops it inside the Capella, who gets to his spot, right hook shot over Ware. No good. Good defense by the rookie, and he gets his 8th board of the quarter. Kel'el Ware's on pace for 32 rebounds. Herro driving, Euro step fouled in the act of shooting. That little step-through move that Herro's done so often post-All-Star break where he brings his arms through, they reach in, continuation foul. When we return from this timeout, Herro will be at the line looking to give Miami a lead once again as we're knotted up at 16 with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. But during this timeout, we're going to tell you about our sponsor, that is Prize Picks. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform out there. I play Prize Picks on a daily basis. All I do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections for a shot to win up to 1,000 times my cash, your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Steph Curry will get more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. As always, I have an entry for tonight's Heat game, 4-player entry, 10 times my money. It's possible. I'm going less than on Tyler Herro. Sure, he's averaging 36 over his last 3 games, but Dyson Daniels will be defending him, and I think that's a tough matchup for Tyler. So I'll go with a Bam game instead, more than 30 points and rebounds for Adebayo. I'll also go with more than 10.5 rebounds, assists for Dyson Daniels, and then less than on 12.5 points for the first-round pick, Zachary Risachet, 4-player entry there. We'll check in how my picks are doing throughout tonight's stream. Join me and the millions of others at Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link's in the live chat and description of today's stream. Prize Picks, run your game. Shout out to Prize Picks. I'll say my Prize Picks. Adebayo has 3 points and rebounds, so he'll need to get cooking a little bit here. Herro's only got 3 points. Risachet has 0. And Dyson Daniels has 5 rebounds and assists. So I feel very good about Daniels. I feel really good about Risachet. I honestly feel really good about Herro scoring 25 or less tonight. I just need Bam to get to 30 rebounds and assists. Or rebounds and points.
I mean, the score itself.
We'll see.
Probably going to allow that Herro entry to come true.
Well, I'll say Kel'el Ware having 8 boards in the first quarter is something.
Well, he's got 2 fouls. So.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope that half of those rebounds would have went to Bam in this first quarter. But important game in the standings for Miami. Pistons currently occupying the 6th seed, up 1 against the Clippers in the first half. Intriguing development here, folks. Alec Burks is into the game when Terry Rozier would usually enter right now. Something to keep your eye on, folks. As Herro makes the first free throw out of the timeout. We'll see if Herro gets replaced by Rozier in a minute or 2 minutes, but usually Rozier is the first guard off the bench. And it is Alec Burks. Herro makes both free throws. He's got 5 points in the quarter, 3 for 3 at the line, and the Heat are up 2. Oh my God, Alec Burks is defending Trae Young. How bad is that? Now it's Duncan Robinson. This ought to be good. Young driving, kicking to Niang in the corner. Niang now drives, kicks out to LeVert. LeVert inside, throws it away, and Alec Burks gets the steal. Good possession for Miami. They work it up ahead. Duncan Robinson, wide open 3. That's a shot he has to make. But Adebayo offensive rebound. Back out the Herro open look. That's a shot he has to make. Heat get 2 practice, warm-up, shoot-around shots with their 2 best three-point shooters and miss. Can't happen. Heat are 1 of 9 from the three-point line. Trae Young steps back for a deep 3. No good, but Clint Capella goes over the back of Kyle Anderson, and that's going back to Miami. Good box out by Kyle Anderson. I'll tell you what. As much as I didn't like Kyle Anderson, and I don't like his game, he has provided some nice things for Miami since playing for the Heat.
You don't like his game?
No, it drives me nuts.
Because he's so slow? Or
because he doesn't have a jumper. Like, Kyle Anderson would be great in the 1960s. Be one of the best players of all time, maybe. He could pass, he could defend, he could rebound, he could finish inside, but this NBA, the speed this game is played at, no.
I get what you're saying, but he knows his role.
Yeah, he does know his role. That's what
comes in, works hard.
Kyle Anderson makes the first free throw. Herro sits down. Andrew Wiggins into the game, which means Alec Burks may be in the rotation over Terry Rozier. Wiggins deflects the ball out of bounds after Anderson made the second free throw. Heat up 4. The largest lead of the game for Miami right now. I'll say this. I will slightly be more intrigued with the Miami Heat if I no longer have to watch Terry Rozier on a nightly basis. Karis LeVert, pick and roll with Capella, drives inside, kicks Terrence Mann. Mann drives on Duncan Robinson. Euro step drop off, Capella laid up and in. Once again, Duncan Robinson getting beat at the top of the key on a dribble drive just puts the entire defense in shambles. Kyle Anderson gets a screen. Trae Young switches on. Anderson drives inside and misses the layup. Rebound Atlanta. Trae Young in transition. Nobody stops ball, and he just floats it up and in from 8 feet. Not going to stop the best player on the floor? Like, what are we doing? Tied back up at 20. Minute 10 to go in the first quarter. Adebayo sets Duncan a screen. Robinson over to Burks. Burks inside. Great pass to Adebayo, who smokes the fucking layup. Jesus, are you serious? Niang in transition, left wing three. No good. Ball goes out of bounds off LeVert. It'll be Heat ball. Are you kidding me, Bam? Bam's been so good offensively as of late, but how do you miss that, bro? Kyle Anderson bringing it up. Gets it over to Duncan. Will the Heat go 2 for 1 here? They get to Anderson, the short roll. Back out to Wiggins. Swung to Burks. Corner three. That's his spot, but he couldn't get it to go. I think that ball went off Niang's knee, though, and it will be Heat ball once again. 29 seconds to go in the quarter. 14 on the shot clock. This first half has been so ugly offensively. The Heat are 1 of 10 from 3. Burks to inbound. Gets it to Wiggins, who's made the only 3 for the Heat. He drives inside, gets right to the rim, and lays it up and in. What a drive and finish by Andrew Wiggins. And the Heat go back up by 2. Half a second differential, shot clock, game clock, so I'd expect the Hawks to hold for 1 here. Young defended by Wiggins. Gets a screen by LeVert. They're hunting Duncan Robinson. 5 on the clock. Over to LeVert, to the corner. Terrence Mann will try a 3, and he'll hit. Robinson gets it to Adebayo. Adebayo gets it off. Doesn't matter. Doesn't go in. End of 1 quarter. Heat trail 23-22. Eric Reed, very good at his job. He just called Terrence Mann Trae Man. Come on, Eric. Come on. Come on. Let's do a light driver here. Okay. 450 people watching here after we concluded the first quarter, 23-22. Yeah, only 89 likes. We didn't get to the 75 like mark before the game tipped off, unfortunately. But let's get to 130 likes. We get to 130 likes in between quarters. I'll do a shot of tequila on the house. That's 40 likes during this 2-minute timeout. Can we get there? 450 people watching. 40 people out of the 450. That's 10% of the people have to just like the video. Come on. Hit that thumbs up icon. We've already just crossed 100. Can we get, what did I say, 130? Yeah. I said 130. I said 130. So we got to get 28 more. Now 23 more. Got to get 23 more. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon as we did get the first super chat of the night. Shout out to 93 Navman. Real one here at Chat Sports. I know Navman watches a lot of Celtics Today and Allie Barefoot. I believe, Navman, you also watch the Raiders Report. Am I correct in that assumption? Am I correct in that assumption? I think I am. 116, so we're 14 likes away. We probably got another minute to get there. Can we get 14 likes in the next minute to take a shot in the house? Let's see. That man with a $2 super chat. Can we agree that both the teams are done for fire? We certainly are. So I can agree. That man says, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought I remember hearing your name on the Raiders Report as well as Celtics Today. Appreciate the $2 super chat, my friend. 11 likes away, and we got about 30 seconds. Can we get to 130 likes? 8 likes away. 30 seconds to go. Hit that thumbs up icon. We're right there. 5 likes away. 5 likes away from a shot. We have not tipped off in the second quarter. We got about 10. 1 like away. Oh, my God. They came up short. We're back in action. 129. What a mistake. Kyle Anderson gets it to Wiggins inside, who gets drilled to the ground. No call. How is that not a foul? Wiggins just got hammered by Terrence Mann. Hawks come the other way. Trae Young to the corner for Niang, who drives on Anderson, hangs and banks it off glass. Heat down 3. They let as much as 4 in this game so far. Jay Butler's officiating tonight's game. I didn't know Jimmy's official now. Bam driving inside. I think he got hit in the face here. Foul on Atlanta. I don't think it will be in the act of shooting. Yeah, Niang swipes down on Bam and hits him right in the face. It'll be side out for the Heat. 14 on the shot clock. Wiggins, Burks, Bam, Anderson, and Duncan are the 5 on the floor for the Heat. Adebayo at the top of the key. Over to Burks. Burks gets a screen from Bam. Burks drives left, swings to the corner. Wiggins swings it to Duncan. Duncan relocates. Top of the key triple. No good. Jesus Christ. This team is so bad. They lack so much talent. Trae Young sidestep 3 over Burks. Can't go. Anderson with the board. Good news is that I've tempered my expectations, so I can't get that upset anymore. Kyle Anderson just traveled with it. It wasn't called. Now resets the Heat offense. Lobbing it to Bam on the short post. Bam backing down on Terrence Mann. Gets inside and lays it up and in. I thought that was a foul too.
No kidding.
Good job by Bam to take advantage of the mismatch inside with Terrence Mann defending him. Capella now gets it on the block. Kicks it out to Trae Young. Young gets a screen. Whoa, he just threw it in between the legs of Kyle Anderson, but Capella sold the clip and missed the layup. Burks with the rebound. Up ahead to Anderson. Anderson, Euro stepping inside, fouled in the act of shooting, and Kyle Anderson is going to go to the line for 2. Kyle Anderson has 4 points off the bench. All 4 points at the free throw line will have a chance to get another 2. As Kyle Anderson will have 6 free throw attempts in the first half of this game.
Yeah, he says, I got 6. It doesn't matter how it goes in.
That's actually so funny. Anderson makes this one. He's 5 of 5. He's got to miss one eventually, Justin. The law of averages says he will because he is I think, mid-70s free throw shooter. So he's 5 of 5. He misses this one, it's 83%. So the law of averages say he misses this free throw.
I think he makes it.
You think he makes it?
Oh, yeah.
He makes it.
He said, I got 6 points, Rolly. Quit hating.
He will most definitely go 1 for 2 the next time. Heat back in front by 1. Trae Young over to Capella. Swung around to Terrence Mann. They get it back to Trae, who's driving on Wiggins, lobbing, and a great pass by Trae Young to Clint Capella for an alley-oop dunk. And the back-and-forth game continues as the Hawks jump back out in front. Bam is oh so good at deflecting those lob passes, but just perfectly placed by Trae Young. Wiggins rejects the screen, drives, kicks, Burks, corner 3. Oh my, the Heat can't buy a 3. Wiggins offensive rebound, back out to Duncan for 3. Oh my God, it doesn't go. The Heat are now what? 1 of 13 from 3? 1 of 14, even worse. Trae Young crosses on Wiggins, drives, slow move, Euro step, blocked. Capella gets the loose ball, kicks out to Niang for an open 3, and it goes. Heat down 4. Adebayo has it top of the key. Hands it off to Duncan Robinson. Back to Bam. No, it's turned over. Steal by Capella. Resachet in transition will slow it down and get into the half court. Terrence Mann has it on the right wing. Working on Wiggins. Step back. Over to Niang. Gets it back. Mann drop off Capella. Stolen away by Duncan Robinson. Rare good defensive play by D-Rob. Wiggins picked up by Trae Young. I'd like to see him go. Instead, he pulls up for 3. And he hits! Second triple of the game for Miami. It's the second for Wiggins. So Wiggins is 2 of 3 from 3. The rest of the Heat, 0 of 12. Niang looking to answer with a 3. Doesn't go. Bam Adebayo can't get the board, but Duncan grabs it. Robinson brings it up. Oh, my. Look who's set to check in, folks. Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Ooh,
Who just did that? Was that Wiggins?
I think so.
No, it was Kyle Anderson. He just threw it out of bounds. 8th turnover of the half for Miami. Jaime Jaquez Jr. into the game. He's down 1 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Trae Young. What a pass inside to a cutting Terrence Mann to the corner for Mohamed Gay, who drives on Jaquez. Cut off. Now to Terrence Mann. And the Heat just lost Mann, and he gets an easy dunk. Burks the other way for Miami. Gets a screen from Bam. Good pass inside to Adebayo, who misses the 5-foot floater. He could have dunked it if he wanted to. What the fuck is he doing? This is why I'm just so done with this team. They just do stupid shit. Bam could have dunked that. Why aren't you going up strong, dude? Heat are shooting 27%. Somehow we're only down 3. Adebayo just got fouled. Thank you. Bam stole it from Trae Young. Loose ball. Trae Young pushed Bam to the ground. It was a late call, but the right call. Turnover on the Hawks, going back to Miami. Great defense by Adebayo. Still doesn't forgive you for missing that little shot in the last end when you could have just dunked it. Second foul on Trae Young, Justin. You a big gamer, by the way? I forgot to ask this earlier.
Gamer?
Yeah.
No. I understand with the hat. I just thought it looked cool.
It's a cool hat.
I didn't know that that's what they were about when I bought it.
So I don't really game like that. The only games I play are sports games. Like I play Madden, I play college football. I used to play 2K, play on the show. Like I literally only play sports games. But I do know 100 Thieves is a gaming like company / like YouTube thing, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I think Jack Lotteray like asked me, and I was like, really? It's like
timeout on the floor. First timeout of the half or the second quarter. $4 to super chat so far today. Let's get more here. I want to get let's get to 25 before halftime. Remember, $10 we spin the wheel, which has a whole bunch of goodies on it. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame, and I take a shot of tequila. $50 is a beer bong, where I chug an entire beer out of a Merbanga. I think if we get to $25 at halftime, I'll feel pretty good. If we get to $25 in super chats before halftime, I'll make the super chat menu half off for halftime. So we get $21 in super chats. In the remaining of this corner, we will have a half off halftime. We did get a $2 super chat from Hydro, which puts us at $4 on the day. Duncan and Roster hopefully get us the loss. So Hydro is rooting for losses. He's leading the tank. He currently are the 8th seed in the East. So technically they would not be having their own pick this year because projections would have them in a playoff series. That pick would go to OKC. It would be 15th overall. They would have the Warriors pick though, because the Warriors are the 8th seed in their respective or 9th seed. Either way, they'd be 14 or 15. The Heat will be picking in the draft this year. I'll guarantee that. Whether it's their own pick in the lottery or whether it's the Warriors pick. Because I don't see the Warriors collapsing down the stretch and being in the top 10. They'd either be late lottery, like 14, 13, or just outside the lottery. So the Heat will have a draft pick in 2025. Might have two, depending on if the Heat end up in the lottery. I actually wouldn't mind having 2 picks this year, man. If we miss the playoffs, target my guy Jeremiah Fears from Oklahoma in the late lottery with your own pick. Take Rasheer Fleming, my guy from St. Joe's, like 16, 17 with the Warriors pick. You get a true point guard. You get a 3-and-D athletic wing. That's just a physical specimen. All in, baby. All right, we're back. Bam Adebayo driving on Kongwu. Pump fake, kicks it back out to Wiggins. Now sets Wiggins a screen. Kick ball on Terrence Mann. It will be side out for Miami. 7 minutes to go in the first half. 32-29. Low scoring affair in Atlanta, folks. Wiggins inbound. Herro check back in. Burks take a... No, Burks still in. Wiggins gets it to a curling Herro inside. Pull-up floater for Herro. Can't get it to go. Boy, oh boy, is this Heat offense disgusting. It's hard to watch. Daniels driving, spinning, kicking to the corner for Gay, who drives on Herro. He kicks it to Mann for a corner three. That can't go, and Alec Burks grabs the board. The Heat's defense has been really good today. Unfortunately, their offense is the definition of dog shit. Adebayo at the top of the key now, working with Herro. Picks up his dribble and finds Wiggins. Wiggins at the top of the key will line up a three. Too strong. Whew. The Hawks just gave up 140 points to the Pistons 2 days ago.
I mean, shooting, 2 for 16 now from 3? That's not really going to help.
Reece Sachet misses a three. He stinks. I don't care what his numbers are. The worst number 1 pick since Anthony Bennett. Oh, what a pass from Herro to Bam. Backdoor alley-oop slam. I would agree with that, Hydro. I don't think Wiggins is completely mid-mid, but I think he's a 4th option, man. Wiggins as your 4th player is a solid 4th player because he does defend, he does rebound, and he can go off occasionally from the field, like off-ball shooting, off-ball cutting, and stuff like that. But to be your 3rd option, yeah, that's not good. Herro drives, kicks, Burks 3. No. Holy shit. The Heat are 2 of 17, 18 from 3 now. The only person to make a 3 is Wiggins. Onyeka Okongwu driving on Bam. Left hook shot, no good. Rebound, Andrew Wiggins. Bam can't get a rebound. It's killing my prize picks. Heat up ahead. Burks will try another corner 3. No. Oh, my God. Hawks the other way. The Heat are 2 of 18. Mann will line up a 3. No. I feel like I'm watching middle school basketball. Herro the other way. Driving, kicking. Burks again. No, he didn't shoot it from the corner this time, even though he was open. Resets the offense out to Herro. Bam sets him a screen. Herro rejects it. Drives inside. Left hook shot off glass. Impressive finish by Tyler Herro. And somehow the Heat are winning this ball game with 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Or first half. The Heat are shooting 25% from the field and 2 of 18 from 3, yet lead this basketball game. Tells you how bad the Hawks are. Daniels driving inside. Good scoop layup by Daniels, and they go back up in front. Herro the other way, driving on Mann. Hook shot goes over the top of the backboard. I don't know how Herro has that tough finish a second ago and then puts it over the backboard the next time.
Definition of the season.
Can we have another All-Star break where they don't play for a week? That'd be fun. Zachary Reese-Sachet has it, working with Okongwu. Baseline drive, lefty scoop, up and under layup, good. He's on the board for the first time tonight, and the Hawks back up by 3. Mitchell brings it up for the Miami. Straight line drive to the rim, kicking to Hawkes for a corner 3. What did you expect there? Offensive rebound, Davion Mitchell. Back out the Herro for a deep 3. No. 2 of 20. But Burks with the steal, he takes it away. 26% from the field, 10% from 3. Mitchell gets a screen from Ware. Davion driving on LeVert to the rim. Good scoop layup with the left hand by Davion Mitchell. Gets the bucket, 36-35. Timeout on the floor. Hawks call timeout. 3 minutes to go in the first half. That score is correct. It is that low scoring. While we are in this timeout in the second quarter, let me tell you about Prize Picks. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform out there. I play Prize Picks on a daily basis. All I do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections for a shot to win up to 1,000 times my cash, your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Steph Curry will get more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. As always, I have an entry for tonight's Heat game, 4-player entry, 10 times my money. It's possible. I'm going less than on Tyler Herro. Sure, he's averaging 36 over his last 3 games, but Dyson Daniels will be defending him, and I think that's a tough matchup for Tyler. So I'll go with a Bam game instead, more than 30 points and rebounds for Adebayo. I'll also go with more than 10.5 rebounds, assists for Dyson Daniels, and then less than on 12.5 points for the first-round pick, Zachary Shea. 4-player entry there. We'll check in how my picks are doing throughout tonight's stream. Join me and the millions of others at Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link's in the live chat and description of today's stream. Prize Picks. Run your game. Shout out to my guy Tim Green with a $10 super chat. Let's go Heat. I want to see a rookie Triple J in this game. Get more minutes in future games. You want to see the rookie version of Triple J. Shout out to you, Tim Green, with the $10 super chat. We're $10 away from getting half off halftime. Justin, though, that $10 super chat means we spin the wheel. So let's give that wheel spin for my guy Tim Green. Appreciate Tim for the support on the channel. Sending a couple $5 super chats yesterday, 10 today. Appreciate you, my pal. Thanks for tuning in still. Let's get that wheel on screen, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Almost back here in the second quarter. Spin that wheel. So looks like we will be having 50% off for 3 minutes. So I'll start the timer on my phone. 3 minutes starting now. Wasim Khan's doesn't count, so we'll do another wheel spin later on. Starting right now, half off our super chat menu. $10 gets you into the Hall of Fame. $5 wheel spins. $20 beer bongs. Starting now. Out of the timeout, slam dunk by Kel'el in the pick and roll with Trae Young, 38-35. Jaquez gets it. He's backing down on Niang. Jaquez fading away in the mid-range. Doesn't go. Niang, top of the key triple. Good. Down by 6. 6 points feels like a 15-point deficit.
Pace they are going, yeah.
Kel'el Ware on the left wing, hands it off to Burks. Burks gets downhill to the rim, and he misses the layup. We may have treated Terry Rozier too harshly. Just kidding. He sucks. But so does everybody on the Heat. LeVert pull-up mid-range shot. No good. Ware grabs his 9th rebound of the game. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Mitchell brings it up. Over to Ware in the Jaquez. Jaquez driving to the rim. Hanging. A lot of contact. No call, but he gets it to go. Good drive and finish there by Jaime Jaquez Jr., 41-37. 2 minutes left. 50% off our super chat menu. Niang, left wing 3, just made one. He'll make another. He's hot. Down 7. He's hot. When Niang gets going, it's hard to stop him. He has a smooth shot, man. Davion Mitchell drives, kicks to Jaquez. Herro now, driving inside. Floater, no. Wow. Rebound, Daniels. Dyson Daniels driving. Oh, my God, he put Jaquez in a spin cycle. Heat down 9, which is basically 20 points. Herro pick and roll with Ware. Ware inside.
Foul.
That's a foul. And one. Kel'el Ware. Herro with a good feed to Ware. Got undercut by Niang on the little 7-foot push shot. And with 1 minute to go, Ware will go to the free throw line to try to convert the 3-point play. Good bucket by Ware. But that's what I'm always talking about with Kel'el Ware needing to add strength to and size to his frame. Niang's a stocky physical guy. But for him to get pushed off of his spot on the lower body that big and that easily, that just can't happen.
And, I mean, you see it all the time on the defensive glass.
Yeah. 30 seconds to go. Remember, $10 gets you into the Hall of Fame. $5 wheel spins, $20 beer bongs for 30 seconds because we had a 50% off for 3-minute special. Kel'el Ware misses the free throw, so can't get the 3-point play. Niang driving. Dropping it off to Levert for an easy dunk. 50 seconds, down 9. Herro doubled off the screen, kicking to the corner. Wiggins wide open for 3. It goes! He had their third triple of the game. All 3 of them have been made by Andrew Wiggins.
Alley-oop.
Alley-oop by Okongwu inside, 50-42. 50% off is done, by the way. Herro driving, kicking. Wiggins, he pump fakes, drives inside. Out to Mitchell for 3. No. Wow. Shot clock turned off. Heat will go into the half, down 8 or worse. Andrew Wiggins is the only player that can do anything offensively. Young kicks. Levert, one more to Daniels. Corner 3 for Dyson Daniels. Blocked. Herro gets the board. Lets it fly. 3-quarter court. And it doesn't go. That's the half. That is the half. Grade the Heat's first half. It's an F. It's an F. $10 super chat came in before we did our first wheel spin from Wasim Khan. Shout out to Wasim. That's a big time $10 super chat. Why is it a big time super chat? Well, one, it unlocks 50% off our super chat menu for the entire halftime. So it's half off halftime. But it also is another wheel spin. So continue to grade the Heat's first half in the chat. I see a lot of Fs. Listen, it's just enough. I don't even want to put the weigh-in up. It's just enough. It's just enough. But it's time for wheel spin. You want to shuffle this real quick? Should be a button. Yeah. So they're not like grouped together like that. All right. Spin that wheel. And then we'll showcase our super chat menu that is half off for the entire halftime. Hey! Wasim Khan gets into the Hall of Fame for half off. Usually 20. $10 wheel spin. He gets it. Shout out Wasim Khan. Shout out to Wasim Khan. This is our menu that is half off halftime. So that wheel that we just spun, $5 super chats during halftime. We spin the wheel. If you want to become a Hall of Famer, now is the best chance to do so. Get your name on the ball, immortalized on the Heat Report every time you come into the chat. I recognize you as a Hall of Famer. $10 plus I'll take a shot to celebrate. And then that beer bong, instead of 50, it's now 20. We'll go 60% off beer bongs. So $20 super chat. I'm chugging an entire beer during halftime. It's the only way I'm going to make it through this game. It's the only way I'm going to make it through this game. It's the only way we're going to get through this game, if we're going to be honest. Oh my God, the 76ers are losing to the Bulls at home by like 30.
What quarter?
I don't know. Let's check. They're losing by 17 in the third. You want to talk about a team that's in a bad spot. That would be the Philadelphia 76ers. There's actually no worse team in a worse spot than Philadelphia. There isn't. I talked about it on an NBA video that will go out tomorrow. The 76ers are already terrible. Joel Embiid will play maybe 30 games a year for the rest of his career. He's making $55, $59, $64, $69 million over the next 4 seasons. All guaranteed. Paul George is under contract for 2 more seasons guaranteed, and then has a player option in 27, 28, all making $51, $53, $55 million. Like, they are going to have no opportunity to build around Tyrese Maxey because they're stuck paying Embiid and Paul George, who both are always injured and both stink now. There is no way, there's no worse team for the next 5 years than the 76ers. They're going to be arguably in a worse spot than they were in the tanking days, where they were tanking for Fultz, tanking for Simmons, tanking for Embiid.
So what do you think it would take for them to get off Embiid? Like, do you think
they would actually? I think they'd have to attach draft
somebody.
picks. They would have to attach draft picks. Hey! Shout out to my guy Wasim Khan. Another brutal part is that I didn't even mention this. The 76ers, they do not have their draft pick this year. Now, they might ultimately get it because it's given to OKC, but it's top 6 protected. So it will depend on the lottery. Because if it's anywhere between 7 and 14, it's the Thunder pick. If it's in the top 6, it will be the 76ers pick. Which, yeah, if they get the top 6 pick, they'll probably be able to get a good young player to pair up with Maxey, whether it's a Ace Bailey, Kasparas Yakachonis, VJ Edgecombe, Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper. But even then, like, I don't even know if they should draft Harper or Yakachonis. Because, like, they're primary ball handlers, and that's what Tyrese Maxey is. Ace Bailey would be cool. VJ Edgecombe would be good, too. They're in a bad spot, man.
You never know. They might have to do a full reset. Especially if they end up, those players end up.
Raziel says, here's the delusion of Nick. The Sixers have 2 young superstars in the making, and we have Herro and Bam. Who's the other superstar? Am I missing one?
Probably talking about Jared McCann.
Talking about Jared McCann. Yeah. Who would I rather have for the next 4 years? Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo or Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCann? Some people are fucking brain dead, dude. Plus, he didn't even mention the fact that they won't be able to upgrade the team around them. Like, completely disregarded everything I said. Because, like, how are they going to build around Tyrese Maxey and that alleged budding superstar that is coming off a torn meniscus when they have $110 million allocated to Paul George and Joel Embiid for the next 3 seasons? Got the answer for you. They're not going to be able to. The Sixers are going to be in the bottom of the East, or at least they're at best they're a play-in team for the next 3 seasons.
That's why I'm saying it needs to be entire blown up.
Is it still red?
Perfect streaming.
All right, we're back. Sorry for the quick lag because of a little Wi-Fi issue there for a second, but we're back. Shout out Wasim Khan for the $20 super chat. You're a legend, my friend. I'm going to go grab a beer. Justin's going to go hold it down. If you want to go put yourself on that bigger right cam, you know that little box I was talking about? Remember that one in GFX1, cam right, no chroma? Yeah, put yourself on that. I'm going to go grab a beer, and then we'll take down a beer bog when I get back for Wasim Khan.
It's cam right, no chroma.
Correct.
Hold on, I got it.
It's got to be above background in the layers.
Gotcha. It was linked wrong.
There you go. Just change your name, and then we'll be good.
All right.
I actually can't. Justin, sorry. No, you know what's a good thing? Because I can't even address the comment from R.N. Allison. I mean, just a ridiculous comment. Like, I can understand Herro because this is the first year he's been able to stay fully healthy. But saying Bam never shows up in the playoffs is just ridiculously inaccurate.
All right, y'all. How are y'all? Obviously, first week back from All-Star. What do we think? Do we think the Cavs are actually for real? I mean, 1 seed right now. Obviously, they can't ever really beat the Celtics. But I think they have a pretty good shot right now to come out of the East. Who do we think is going to come out in the West, too? Yes, Maya's. I started about 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago now. So still fully getting I'm now fully integrated in. So I'm help rolling out with Dolphins and the Heat. So I'll be on every other watch party here and there as well, starting forward. Daniel, Cleveland 7 over Boston. Okay. What's convinced you of that of late? Because I think they've very rarely have beat them in the last 3 years. Big fan of Spida. Big fan of his. All right, Terry, I see that. Yeah. I want to hold my breath on that. Yeah. I definitely don't think it's going to obviously come down to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. And, I mean, same old story, quite honestly. Rolly's back, so we're going to shift right there.
Unfortunately, I gave it a quick second thought to just go home and leave you by yourself. Could you imagine if I just never returned? How long would it have taken you to just message me yo, where you at?
I think it would have to get to the first time out of the third.
First time out of the third? That's still a pretty long time.
It's maybe he got to use the restroom. Maybe he got to handle emergency came up. I don't know.
Oh, shit. All right. We got the Miller Lite here. We grabbed a couple Miller Lites just in case. Already got it filled up. Wasim, shout out to you, my friend, for the $20 super chat. Any other $20 super chats coming during halftime, we'll do another super chat. Shout out to you.
Apachito, how did you meet Donovan Mitchell's barber? Or how do you know him or them?
I should have grabbed the lukewarm one. You know what the hardest part about doing a beer bongs are? It's not the liquid.
It's too cold.
It's not it's not the Miller Lights. It's the cold temperature of the beer. That's why when we do beer bongs, beer boots, we always do warm beers or room temperature beers, because that issue isn't the alcohol either. It's just the quantity of liquid entering your stomach at one time. 3 beers in 30 seconds. That's quite a bit. But yeah, could you imagine doing 3 cold beers? That is a disaster. That is a disaster.
Oh, that's dope. He lived on the same floor with you in the Bronx. Does he get flown out to Cleveland to do his hair, or is it Spida just comes through every now and then?
He's got to get flown out, right?
I would hope so.
I mean, this dude's making $250 million. He's got to get flown. Yeah, that's what Avicino said.
Hey, I bet you it's hard to get him on if you want a regular person, you probably try to get on his books. He's probably yeah, bro, sorry.
Heat down 8.5, my lord. Terry says, can we get Maxey? No. The 76ers will not trade Tyrese Maxey. And they certainly will not trade to the Heat. What would we give up for Maxey? They would ask, if they ever traded Tyrese Maxey, they'd ask for Tyler Herro. And yeah, Maxey's better than Herro, but does Maxey change anything for the Heat? Probably not. Probably not, man. Probably not. Yo, Apachito, do you know if he got flown out to Utah and stuff too, or is it just Cleveland? Can the Heat play any worse in the second half, Justin? I don't think so. The Heat shot 29.8% from the field and 13% from 3. And turned the ball over 8 times. Could they play any worse?
No, I didn't think so.
Like, I actually think it's impossible. Like, we've seen some single-digit fourth quarters from the Heat, but, like, I would still consider, like, the overall first half just, like, worse than those overall second halves.
Do you think either team gets to 100?
Yes, the Hawks will get to 100. The question is, will Miami be able to score 60 points? But they'll probably have to score 60-plus points to win, if we're going to be honest. Terry, I say yes. Listen, the truth is, I'm a diehard Heat fan. I've been a Heat fan my entire life, whenever I've watched basketball. I, growing up, wanted to work in sports media, and I got a degree from St. Bonaventure University in sports media. I could have been a producer. I could have been a writer. Could have been a content creator. Could have went a lot of different ways. This is not a hobby. This is a job for me. I enjoy it like it is a hobby. Feels like I'm not working every day I come into work. But the truth is, yes, this is not a side gig. This is my job. And I'll be honest, I can't tell you that if I had a normal 9-to-5 like accounting job that I would be doing this too. Probably wouldn't be. Because even though this is a lot of fun to hang out with you guys, I don't know if I would be allotting my entire life around live streaming these games. Like, if I would maybe think about producing, like, if I never got this job, I might think about doing like a YouTube channel around the Miami Heat still. Yeah, but like live streaming the games every night probably wouldn't happen with a normal 9-to-5 Monday through Friday. Do I only call Heat games? I host the Dolphins channel where we do the same thing for the NFL every Sunday, and I do occasional NBA playoff games for our main chat sports channel as well. We're back in action here in the third quarter. First possession, Herro gets 2 feet in the paint and hits a floater. So good start to the second half for Miami. Appreciate that, Apachito. That's very nice, man. I know we've built a lot of supporters and followers here, which is very nice. It's very nice to know. It's why we still get excited to come in every day to do this. I joke and I tell you guys how I don't want to watch this Heat team play, but the truth is I still get excited to hang out, converse with you guys, and watch these games. Layup inside by Atlanta. Wiggins with a 4th triple the other way. Leading scorer in the ball game, Andrew Wiggins, 16 points on 4 of 6 shooting from 3. He's made all 4 threes for the Heat. The Heat are 4 of 4 of 21, 4 of 22, something like that. Okongwu working on Ware, right hook shot. That's an impressive move by Okongwu. That was good defense. I can't complain about that. (54-74). Wiggins the other way. Back over to Mitchell. Mitchell to the corner for Bam. He'll launch a 3. No. Bam's been shooting better from 3, specifically the corner. 58% over the last 12 games, but misses that one. Trae Young driving inside, getting cut off. Now drives baseline, fakes the lob, kicks to the corner, resachet. Good defense by the Heat. How do they lose Trae Young? But it rattles in and out. And Kel'el Ware grabs his 10th rebound. Bam is refusing to get a rebound tonight, and my prize picks is cooked. Davion Mitchell, Euro step, drive inside to Wiggins. Wiggins now Euro steps his out to Herro for a 3. No. The Heat are 4 of 26 from 3. The Heat are 0 of 20 from 3 if your name is not Andrew Wiggins. Trae Young driving, kicking, Okongwu, corner 3. Are you fucking serious? Okongwu just made a second 3. He is a 26% three-point shooter. Meanwhile, Miami is 4 of 26. But, oh my God, I'm fucking livid. Actually, I'm not livid because I've lost care. Adebayo swinging it to Wiggins, who pump fakes, drives, kicks. Mitchell, one more to Herro. He pump fakes, relocates. Top of the key 3. No.
Why continue to shoot them?
Trae Young inside. Oh, volleyball spiked by Ware. Right to resachet. He misses a 3, but the ball finds Daniels. He drops it back off to Okongwu to the corner for Young. Young fouled on a three-point shot. Herro got hit pretty hardly on a screen. He's shaken up a little bit. But it looks like he's going to stay in. Trae Young makes the first two free throws. So they're up 12, which for the Heat tonight feels like 14. Or like feels like 24. Young makes all three. Herro, Bam, two-man game. Bam at the free throw line to the corner to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Okongwu. Good reverse layup by Davion Mitchell. He's got 6 points. What a pass by Trae Young. It's whipped to the corner for Muhammad Gay, who's cut off. Picks up his dribble. Now back out to Risa Shea, who lost the handle out of bounds. Good defense by the Heat on that possession. Turned over by Atlanta. That's a tough bucket by Davion Mitchell. Despite everything that's going on this season, will go on, I think I would take Davion Mitchell back as the Heat's backup point guard next year. Good point of attack defender, change of pace guy. Wouldn't want him to be the starter, but back up to a different good player, yeah. Herro misses a wide open three. Now, this is just ugly. Trae Young, wow. Oh, what a pass.
That's crazy. Behind
the back, pass, and the Heat are down 13. What a move by Trae Young. Timeout Miami. All right. During this first time out of the third quarter, let me tell you about Prize Picks. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform out there. I play Prize Picks on a daily basis. All I do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections for a shot to win up to 1,000 times my cash, your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25%. Provide even more value for your lineups. Think Steph Curry will get more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. As always, I have an entry for tonight's Heat game, 4-player entry, 10 times my money. It's possible. I'm going less than on Tyler Herro. Sure, he's averaging 36 over his last 3 games, but Dyson Daniels will be defending him, and I think that's a tough matchup for Tyler. So I'll go with a Bam game instead, more than 30 points and rebounds for Adebayo. I'll also go with more than 10.5 rebounds, assists for Dyson Daniels, and then less than on 12.5 points for the first-round pick, Zachary Shea. 4-player entry there. We'll check in how my picks are doing throughout tonight's stream. Join me and the millions of others at Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link's in the live chat and description of today's stream. Prize Picks. Run your game. Should have done a flex play today. Because I'm going to go 3 for 4.
Dang.
I mean, Herro's going to score less than 25. Risa Shea's got 2 points, so I feel pretty good about less than on 12.5. Dyson Daniels already hit the, or is really close. He's got 8 rebounds, 2 assists, so needs 1 more rebound or 1 assist. Problem, Bam, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Bam, no showing today is not ideal. Well, to be fair, outside of Andrew Wiggins, every single person is no-showed. But, I mean, Bam Adebayo going against Onyeka Okongwu and Muhammad Gay, like, how are you not dominating this game?
That back-to-back is vicious.
I will never use the back-to-back excuse. Never will. Same 5 on the floor for the Heat out of the timeout, down 13. The sad part is, like, even though 13 feels like a zillion points, the Heat are not technically out of this. Adebayo misses an easy right hook. Kel'el Ware offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity for Miami. Bam on the roll, lobbing it to Ware, who misses the dunk. Gets his own rebound. Back to Bam. Fouled. Shooting. So Adebayo's getting 2 free throws. I have never seen anything like this, Justin. Seriously. They just had a point-blank 5-foot floater, hook shot, no good. Kel'el Ware alley-oop dunk, it didn't go in. Bam Adebayo makes the free throw, first of 2. Adebayo makes both free throws, so he's got 8 points, 2 boards. 11-point deficit for Miami. Mitchell guarding Trae Young pretty aggressively. Ooh, what a move by Young, but couldn't get free. Now gets a screen. Floater. Good. Wiggins on the left wing. Oh, good drive inside. Fouled by Risa Shea. And Andrew Wiggins is going to go line for 2. The only thing that's gone well for Miami today is getting to the free throw line and converting, Justin. The Heat have gotten to the free throw line 14 times today. They're 13 of 14. They've outshot the Hawks by 11 at the free throw line after these 2 free throws. It's the only thing that's good positive for Miami today.
I mean, they could do the other 2 things at the same time because remember, free throw shooting before the All-Star break was abysmal.
Wiggins makes the first there. He makes both, 64-53. Wiggins leading scorer in the entire game with 18 points. Dyson Daniels swings it over to Okongwu. He's acting as the playmaking hub. Now back to Daniels. Daniels driving inside, running floater, comes up short. Good rebound, Kel'el Ware. Outlet to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it up left side. Swings it to Bam. Bam attacks Okongwu at the rim. Misses the layup. Rebound Daniels. Drops it off to Okongwu. Euro step inside. Drop off pass to Gay, who lays it up and in. Herro on the right wing, driving on Daniels, pull up mid-range shot for Herro. Even that can't go. That's Tyler's bread and butter. Trae Young driving, lobbing. Great help defense by Kel'el Ware, and the ball goes out of bounds. I'll tell you what, apparently that during that last time out by Miami, Eric Spoelstra was very animated towards Kel'el Ware, pointing to his head multiple times. That's what a beat reporter said. Since that timeout, I'll give Ware credit. A couple offensive rebounds, a good defensive play there, good defensive rebound. So I think Ware got the message loud and clear. It sucks that Spoelstra has to continuously tell him to play harder and smarter, but when he does, you can see how good he is. Kyle Anderson, corner 3. Oh. It went in. We finally have a 3-pointer from someone not named Andrew Wiggins. Heat back down 10. Maybe the Heat are going to come back from a double-digit deficit tonight rather than blowing a double-digit deficit. Script it. Reverse the script, baby. Ball loose off of Okongwu's knee, turned over. Kyle Anderson into the game, hits a 3 and forces a turnover. Davion Mitchell brings it up for the Heat. A three-pointer here would make things interesting. Might force a TO from the Hawks. Pick and roll. Ware. Floater is good from about 8 feet. Back within single digits. 8-point game. Risachet, deep three. Can't answer. But then Ware doesn't box out. Rebound Atlanta. LeVert working it around the perimeter, driving on Davion Mitchell to the corner for a Okongwu. His three-pointer, no good. Another rebound for the Hawks. It goes out of bounds, but it will be Atlanta's ball. I think that was off the fingertips of Ware. 4:40 to go in the first quarter of this second half. LeVert gets a screen, swinging it to Daniels. Left wing three, no good. Good box out that time by Kel'el Ware. Rebound Miami. Chance of cutting this deficit some more. Anderson has it on the left wing. Over to Duncan Robinson. Quick three for Duncan. Oh! Look at this. Heat are on a 10-2 run, down 5. LeVert looking to answer with a three. Can't. Ware grabs the board. Here comes Miami. Down 5 with 4 to go in the third. Duncan over to Kyle Anderson. Anderson right wing. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Duncan. Back to Kyle. Kyle swings it to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell driving. Kicking. Herro. 4 on the shot clock. Herro driving. Pull up. Free throw line jumper. No. He is having his worst game of the year, folks. Charge! Dyson Daniels barrels into Kyle Anderson, going back to Miami. I honestly, the people in the chat that are saying I hate the chat because I'm calling the game rather than reading every single comment, I tell you what, I just want to ban them. I do. They make me so mad. You guys think I can read every fucking comment that is sent into the live chat and respond while I'm calling the game? You guys are fucking so dumb sometimes, man. Duncan Robinson turns it over. Dyson Daniels in transition to Niang. Niang back to Daniels. Good defense by Miami in transition, and they knock it out of bounds, so it will be side out, or on the baseline, I should say, for Atlanta. Timeout on the floor. Heat in the middle of a 10-2 run, trailing 66-61. I don't understand how Miami's only down by 5, Justin. Can you try to explain it to me?
The Hawks are also just as bad.
Maybe. I mean, you look at the raw box score, they're shooting 47% of the field. They are shooting equally bad from 3. They're shooting 26%. They do have 13 turnovers.
I'm telling you, they're just as bad.
They're a bad ball club over in Atlanta. Bad ball club in Atlanta. 580 people watching. If you haven't already, join the channel. Content on the daily basis, whether it's a live stream, short form content, videos. We break down everything around the Miami Heat. Can we get to 19,300 during this timeout? 15 subs? You know, if we get 15 subscribers before we resume action, I'll take a shot. Well, it's during a timeout, so I do read the chat during a timeout, which means he's getting put in timeout. Kago says, what are your thoughts about the Heat? Not good. Not good. Major, if I knew that the Heat weren't going to extend Jimmy at all, I probably would have traded him too. But I thought, but I was, but Major, you remember this? I was in the camp of extending Jimmy in the offseason. I said that the Heat should give him a 2-year extension that he wanted. Because it really only added 1 year to his contract. And I think people failed to understand that. The contract extension that Jimmy Butler got only added 1 more year because next year is a player option, and the 2-year max extension only guaranteed next year rather than having it be a player option. And it increased the salary by $3 million. The extension only added the 26-27 season at $58 million. So I would have done it. I was team extend Jimmy Butler in the offseason. Out of the timeout, we will have the 14th turnover of the game, Atlanta. So he get the ball down 5. I was team extend Jimmy. If I knew they weren't going to extend Jimmy, then yes, I would have traded him. Kyle Anderson hands it off to Herro. Back to Anderson. 8-foot floater. No good. Kel'el Ware grabbing the offensive rebound and calling timeout. Ware was falling out of bounds, but called timeout. Heads up play by the rookie. Career high 15 rebounds for Kel'el Ware. I think like 6 of them are offensive. Let me double check that. At least 4. 5 of them. So I split the difference.
5 of the 6 that they have?
Split the difference. Yeah, the Heat has as a team 9 offensive rebounds. 5 of them are Ware. Ware has been shaky defensively today in terms of his positioning on the defensive end of the field or the floor. I said field like it's football. But his effort has been solid. I like it on the glass. I like what I've seen. Why are they talking about Terry Rozier? Who gives a shit, man? Major, you keep on saying use the money you would have paid Jimmy to sign players. Who are you signing in free agency? You give me players to sign. Let me know. Because mostly all of them are going to be significantly worse than Jimmy Butler. And most of the players you'll probably will name won't even be available on the free agent market. So Ware, Davion Mitchell, Duncan, Herro, and Anderson are the 5 on the floor. Thunder beat the Timberwolves yesterday. They're playing on the second night of a back-to-back against them, up 19 at halftime. Thunder are just a different team, man. What a play by Eric Spoelstra out of the timeout. Excellent action, and they get a Kel'el Ware alley-oop dunk with a great feed by Kyle Anderson. Heat back down within 3. We got a game again, folks. Karis LeVert getting downhill, stopping, floater, left it short, rebound. Oh, my God, it falls right to Terrence Mann. Davion Mitchell finding a cutting Anderson, turned over. Hawks out in transition. Terrence Mann to the rim. Layup, good. Back down 7. Two minutes to go in the third. Mitchell over to Duncan Robinson. Robinson finds a cutting Ware. Good feed to Kyle Anderson. Kicks to the corner for a Herro 3. It's blocked. Jesus. Young driving. Swings it back out to LeVert. LeVert cut off by Mitchell. Over to Niang. 4 on the shot clock. LeVert's going to have to make something happen here. Gets it to Terrence Mann. Oh, my. Duncan Robinson. What the? Like, I would cut him tomorrow. I would. Not actually, but for that fucking mistake, he just fouled Terrence Mann on a 3-point shot with 0.2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. What are you doing? I'm being serious. Like, what the fuck is Duncan Robinson doing? Bam and Alec Burks check back in. Davion Mitchell and Tyler Herro out, I believe. Man missed the second free throw, made the first. Am I correct?
Yes.
No one's trading a first-round pick for Duncan, man. Wow, man goes 1 for 3. Heat down 8. It's where they started the third quarter down. Wiggins swinging it to Duncan, right wing 3. No. Kyle Anderson, offensive rebound. Back to Duncan. Swinging it to Burks. Left wing 3 for Burks. No. He gets his own rebound. Floater putback. No. Trae Young, good pass inside the Niang. His floater doesn't go, but Clint Capella is there for the putback, and it's back to a 10-point game. He got it to a 3-point game. Hawks go on a 7-0 run. Wiggins, foul on Clint Capella off ball. Andrew Wiggins gets it off a curl. His 3-point attempt? No. How many times have I said his shot? No today.
1,000.
I think so. Niang, right wing 3. Can't fall. Good rebound there by Adebayo. 28 seconds remain in the third. The Heat are down 10. Remember, the Heat trailed by 8 at the half. Wiggins will get a screen from Adebayo. Wiggins driving left on Capella. Now crosses over inside, fouled by Capella on a reach-in. So Wiggins, who's the leading scorer for the Heat in this game, I actually believe in the entire game with 18 points, is going back to the free throw line to try to be the first player into the 20-point club tonight and cut the lead of Atlanta down 8. The Bulls went into Philadelphia. They're winning by 42 in the fourth quarter. It can always be worse, folks. It can always be worse. Wiggins at the line, first of 2. Good.
You fire Morey, right?
I would. Wiggins goes 2 of 2, and the Heat are down 8 once again. Young brings the ball up 4, 3, 2, gets inside, Euro step, drop off to Capella, but he didn't get the shot off in time, and the Heat will go into the fourth quarter down 8. The Heat and Hawks tied that quarter 23 apiece. It is fourth quarter time, which means it's time to spam those 4s. Listen, the Heat have been up going into the fourth quarter so often lately. Maybe it's a good thing that the Heat are down going into the fourth quarter.
Oh, still within striking range?
Spin zone. Got to field up. What I am not confident about is the fact the Heat have scored 22, 20, and 23 points in each quarter.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying the tide is going to turn. I'm just saying you've got plenty of great opportunities still ahead of you.
I mean, based off math, the Heat will lose this game by 14. Why do I say that? The Hawks scored 23 in the first, 27 in the second, 23 in the third, which means they're due for a 27-point quarter if they're alternating. The Heat scored 22, 20, 23. In order to complete the 4 stretch, they're going to score 21. So my prediction is that the Heat get outscored 27-21 in the fourth quarter and lose 100-86.
That would not be great at all.
You want a shout out? Spam those fours. Noah, Tyson, Time Man, Miguel, Better, Boy Wonder, Raziel, Apachito, Rome, Lance, Sai, Sulan, Roz, Hughes, AS, Major, Terry, DJ Wade says, Herro be our savior. Doesn't feel like he's going to be our savior tonight, my friend. I'll say this. For the people that have said the Heat should tank and are rooting for them to tank, then this game should please you, right? Like, I don't think you can get mad at this game if you're someone who wants the Heat to tank. It's disappointing for sure not to see the Heat win these games, which they are very capable of doing, but
I think if they if they drop this, you don't have to worry about this.
I feel like the people in the chat can attest to this. I feel like for how bad they've played, you've seen them pretty calm me today. It's because I've just accepted reality. They're a bad team, and I will not get my emotions up or down based on if they're winning or losing a game. Burks, corner three, no good. Jesus Christ, Alec Burks, 0-6, dude. What the hell? Not a good day for Burks FC. Well, the Hawks have started out the fourth quarter 0-2 from the field. The Heat are shooting 30% from the field. I don't even know how that's possible. Wiggins driving on Niang, kicking out to Bam, back to Herro, or Duncan, excuse me. Now to Burks in the corner. Burks resets out to Anderson, 5 on the shot clock. Wiggins will have to do something with on the right wing. Launches a three, is fouled. Oh, no. No foul. There is no foul.
Wow.
Whoa! Wiggins might have got hit in the face after he released the ball. Spoelstra will not challenge. Shocker. Trae Young, right wing, Bam defending. I will say at least Erik Spoelstra starting the fourth quarter with one of Bam or Herro. I can't stand when he doesn't do either of them. Good ball movement by the Hawks. Karis LeVert, left wing three. It's good. $11-point lead for the Hawks. Wiggins driving, spinning on LeVert, hanging, and one. Tough bucket. Andrew Wiggins, 22 points, leading scorer in the entire game. That's now 3 straight 20-point performances for Andrew Wiggins. Had 25 on Friday against the Raptors, 20-plus points on Sunday against the Bucks, and he's got 22 tonight. Wiggins converts the three-point play back to an 8-point game. Trae Young gets a screen from Kel'el. Now Terrence Mann. They're just hunting Duncan Robinson. Kick ball on Adebayo off a little pocket pass. It'll be a fresh 14 on the clock for the Hawks.
I think that saved the bucket, though.
It did probably save a bucket. Can someone fact check Tyler Herro's worst shooting game of the year? Because he's 3 of 16 right now. Bam with the steal. I don't know what Terrence Mann was doing. He just threw it away. Bio in transition. Euro step layup. No good. But a foul on Clint Capella trying to get the rebound, so it'll stay with Miami. Bam and Herro are combined 6 of 27.
Yeah, you're not winning any type of game with those two.
Two best players going 6 of 27 from the field. Awesome. Wiggins, top of the key, swings it over to Duncan. 4 on the shot clock. This possession's going nowhere. Now Burks off a slip, has it. Fade away, airballed. Oh my God.
Rolly, I got sad news for you.
What could the sad news possibly be?
I think Terry's going to get his spot back next game.
I mean, Alec Burks did not do a good job of showing Eric Spoelstra that he deserves to be playing over Rozier. The funny thing is, this is without a doubt the worst game Burks has played all year. Because he has usually been good coming off the bench and at least given you a couple triples. Trae Young with a nice floater inside. Back down 10. Off-ball foul on Atlanta the other way, holding Adebayo. It's the third foul on Atlanta already in this quarter, so they're 2 fouls away from being in the bonus. That's Miami. 9.5 to go. Kyle Anderson gets it to a curling Wiggins. Back to Anderson. Now Duncan, left wing, driving, kicking. Burks, corner 3.
There he goes.
It went in. Back down 7. 1 of 10 from the field. Holy shit. Trae Young, what a pass inside the man. Kicked out to Niang. Wow. That ball movement was crispy. Ball tapped out of bounds. I believe this is off Atlanta. It'll be Miami ball. Down 7. I'll tell you what, Trae Young, despite all of his deficiencies defensively, his turnovers, his inefficiency offensively at times, the attention he brings in a lot, that open 3 was because Trae Young got doubled and quickly whipped it inside off to a slip. That's just really good work by Trae Young. Another foul on Atlanta off ball. That's number 4, which means the next time the Hawks commit a foul, the Heat will be shooting free throws. There is 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this game. Wiggins drives on Risachet. Euro step. Back out to Kyle Anderson. Anderson driving on Niang. Bumped. Fouled on the shot. So Kyle Anderson is going to go to the line for 2 free throws right now because he was fouled in the act of shooting. But the Heat will also be shooting free throws for the rest of the game. There is 8.5 minutes remaining.
I think
the Hawks have already been called for 5 fouls in the quarter.
I think George Niang has 4 of them.
Yeah, Niang's been getting hacked. He has 5 fouls in the game. I think you're right. 4 of them have come in this quarter. Anderson is 6 or 6 at the line. There's no way he goes 2-2. Makes the first. 7 of 7. The law of averages suggests there's no chance he makes this next one. He's a mid-70% free throw shooter. I hope the law of averages took a night off, Justin.
He's locked in. I'm telling you, he's going to make it.
The law of averages have taken a night off. He is 8 of 8. But what that should tell you is that the next time he goes to the line, law of averages say he will go over 2. The Heat as a team are 20 of 21 at the line. It's the only thing they've been able to do positively tonight. I guess forced turnovers is one thing, but I was thinking more on the offensive end. Heat down 5. 8 minutes to go. Dyson Daniels driving inside. His floater doesn't go. Ball tipped out, and the Hawks get a second chance. Trae Young, pocket pass to Risachet. His layup, no good. Clint Capella's tip, no good. His third tip is good. Adebayo has to help on the shot. Leaves Capella on the weak side by himself. Wiggins pick and roll with Kyle Anderson. Driving inside, spinning. Lose the ball, turnover. Risachet, good pass up ahead to LeVert for an easy dunk. 4-0 run by the Hawks after the Heat got it to 5. Heat down 9, 82-73 with under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Do the Heat have a run in them? We'll have to find out, but during this timeout, we will tell you about our sponsor for the last time tonight. That is Prize Picks. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform out there. I play Prize Picks on a daily basis. All I do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections for a shot to win up to 1,000 times my cash, your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Steph Curry will get more than 5 3-pointers, Giannis more than 35 points. Cook up your hot takes with your friends and win real money this basketball season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. As always, I have an entry for tonight's Heat game, 4-player entry, 10 times my money. It's possible. I'm going less than on Tyler Herro. Sure, he's averaging 36 over his last 3 games, but Dyson Daniels will be defending him, and I think that's a tough matchup for Tyler. So I'll go with a Bam game instead, more than 30 points and rebounds for Adebayo. I'll also go with more than 10.5 rebounds, assists for Dyson Daniels, and then less than on 12.5 points for the first-round pick, Zachary Shea. 4-player entry there. We'll check in how my picks are doing throughout tonight's stream. Join me and the millions of others at Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link's in the live chat and description of today's stream. Prize Picks, run your game. We're back. 7:40 to go. Heat down 9. Will the Heat be able to come back in this one? Nothing should tell you they will be able to. But we're going to be here to find out. Ugh. All right, here we go. See if any substitution changes for the Heat during the timeout. Yeah, Herro's in for Duncan Robinson. Same 4 outside of that, though. Wiggins isolated on Trae Young. Driving, backing down, spinning, kicking. Burks left wing 3. No. Rebound offensively, Adebayo. Bam. Left open for a second and hits the 8-foot floater. Oh, Bamski. Miracle, 21 points, rebounds, assists the rest of the game. Bam just goes crazy. I'm in. Heat down 7. Oh, Herro reads the passing lane, steals it from Trae Young. Pull up 3. No. He is 0 for 9 from 3 today. Dyson Daniels the other way, spinning inside, no good. Kel'el, offensive rebound, no good. Dyson Daniels, offensive rebound. Oh, my God. LeVert working on Kyle Anderson. Oh, my God, he shimmy-shaked him. But then got blocked at the rim, but they call Kyle Anderson on a foul. He have struggled closing out defensive possessions here late. Because Bam is guarding Trae Young out at the perimeter on pick-and-roll switches, and the Heat don't have any other size inside the guard Capella. Kyle Anderson has been actually relatively good today, but I would think about bringing Kel'el Ware back in, man.
Oh, yeah, it's now or never.
You need to get more of these rebounds defensively. Sure, you're losing some offense, which is crazy to say, but LeVert makes the first free throw. Poochie says, why did Miami pay Bam and not Jimmy? Maybe because Bam's 27 years old, you donut. Adebayo brings it up. fouled, and because the Heat are in the bonus, Bam will go to the line for 2. I legitimately can't tell sometimes if people are trolling or are just that stupid. But when I call them out and say they're stupid, they always say they're trolling. So I don't believe them.
I think they're trolling, but you never know.
Adebayo makes the first free throw. He's now got 11.
I will say, though, I'm surprised Jimmy has so many loyalists despite how bad it ended.
Bam goes 2 for 2. 12 points. 15. That's all we need. I don't know what my math was earlier. I only need 15. I don't know why I said 6 like 20. Trae Young, good feed inside to Okongwu. Doubled.
Wow.
And he gets it to go. The Hawks don't play defense and foul Kyle Anderson. And that was odd. Kyle Anderson's going back to line for 2. The law of averages say that Kyle Anderson will miss both of these free throws. Kyle Anderson is 8 of 8 at the free throw line today. He is a mid-70s free throw shooter. The law of averages say he will miss both. And even if he misses both, he will still be shooting higher than his average.
How many times can you say you take 3 shots and are in double figures?
Anderson's first free throw is
Wow.
good. He continues to defy logic, which is also the theme of tonight's game, Justin, because that's how bad the Heat's offense has been from 3. Defying logic. And he misses one there. I'm not going to get mad because he's 9 of 10. Zaki Risache. What is this garbage? On the floor foul. That wasn't a foul whatsoever. What's going on here?
Timeout.
They challenging?
It's a
Just
Hawks
just a
timeout.
timeout?
Yeah.
Standard timeout. All right, timeout. 5.5 to go. Yo, Tyler Bolas is starting to piss me off, too. I got no time for these people in the chat today, Justin. He goes, time for Prize Picks. Listen, we tell you about Prize Picks 5 times a stream. Pre-game, and then once a quarter. I don't know what to tell you. It's a 2.5, 3 hour stream, and we tell you about our sponsor 5 times. That's pretty good numbers. Instead, it could be a commercial ad like they do on the broadcast. Dumbfounded by the stupidity from the people in the chat. Dumbfounded. 800 people watching. I don't know how y'all are so intrigued by this game, but y'all are. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. Daily Heat content, live shows, watch parties, short form content, standard YouTube videos. We got it all. Join the channel today. Join the channel today. Predict it, Justin. Do the Heat win?
No.
I would agree. What was my score prediction? 100 to 86, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're kind of on pace for that. Both teams have scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. Would not shock me if the Heat scored 8 points the rest of the way and the Hawks scored 14. Would not shock me one bit.
I'll give it 2 more minutes of game time. If they are...
You want to talk about a dumb person. On my Twitter, I tweeted out, I respect division with an AI grok photo of Cooper Flag and a Heat uni. I said, I respect division, Miami Heat, with a Cooper Flag and a Heat uni. Someone said, he not going to help the Heat, LOL. Are you fucking stupid? It's Cooper fucking Flag.
Dang, then who can help the Heat then? If you can't just if the number 1 overall pick isn't gonna help.
I'm telling you, the more and more I live on the internet, the more and more I realize people are just maybe the stupidest. I live in the stupidest generation of human history. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because everyone else is so dumb. All right, we're back. 86-78. Hawks have it. Trae Young left open. Like, you want to talk about crazy pills. Why is Andrew Wiggins going underneath the screen? Luckily, Trae Young missed that. But why is he going underneath the screen? Herro gets a screen from Wiggins. Herro swings it over to Wiggins. Wiggins has been the best player for Miami. He'll launch another three. No good. Adebayo tracks down the offensive rebound, but throws it right to Atlanta. 4-on-1 break for the Hawks. But Risa misses the layup. And then LeVert misses the putback. Oh. The Heat get the ball, and LeVert follows Alec Burks. Are you kidding me? A 4-on-1 fast break by the Atlanta Hawks. Risa misses the free throw or the layup. LeVert misses the putback, and then follows Alec Burks. And because the Heat are in the bonus, Alec Burks is getting 2 free throws out of this. This is without a doubt the worst basketball game I have watched in a very long time.
Could be a 6-point game. Never know.
Burks at the line, makes the first. Could be, yeah, you're right. Could be a 6-point game with 5.5 to go. Crazy. Because if the score was 106-100 with 5.5 to go, like, would we be complaining about this game? Probably not. No. It's just the way that it's a 6-point game with 5 minutes to go. Like, realistically, the Heat should be winning by 10 with holding the Hawks to this amount of points with 5 minutes to go. Burks makes both. 6-point game. Trae Young gets a screen from Okongwu, swings to the corner for Terrence Mann. Mann drives baseline. Good defense, Kyle Anderson, forces a kick out to LeVert. LeVert gets downhill on Herro, hangs, can't finish, and then Herro taps the ball out of bounds. Oh, my God. Luckily, it never hit the rim, and it will be Hawks ball still with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Major Anthony Nelson says Prize Picks pays Rolly $5,000 per ad pitch. If I got paid $5,000 every time I told you about Prize Picks, I wouldn't be working here.
Maybe in promo funds.
What? They gave me... It didn't matter because they scored within a second. Dunk, Karis LeVert. Why did they get a fresh 14 there? He never had possession. That ball didn't hit the rim. I mean, it quite literally didn't matter because they got a dunk 1 second off the inbound, but I don't understand that. Herro working on Dyson Daniels to Burks. Back to Herro. Now gets the switch on to Trae Young. 6 on the clock. They double Herro. Herro gets by Young, though. Hangs, hits the floater off glass. Tough bucket there by Herro. He's got 11 points in the game. 4 of 18. Boy, oh boy. Back down 6. Trae Young has it. Doubled. Kicked over to Daniels. Daniels almost walked with it. Gets it back and lays it up and in. Trae Young, man, he is a dimer. Down 8. Adebayo right wing, left open. So Iowa would have been okay with a 3 there. Oh, Bam driving on Okongwu, absorbs contact and banks it home. Bam now with 14 in the game. 5 of 31. Or, excuse me, 8 of 31 from Bam and Tyler. 6-point deficit, 3.5 to go. If you're a positive person, Heat are still in this game. Kyle Anderson doubles Trae Young, gets the tip, and then is grabbed. That's a foul on Trae Young. Yeah, that can't be. That could not. That I don't care if Trae Young's saying the challenge. That there's no way that foul is on Kyle Anderson.
Clear path? Or because he didn't have possession?
Oh, my God. I mean, they're both grabbing each other, to be fair. But Trae Young did reach out and grab Kyle Anderson first right there on the leg.
I think the Hawks are challenging it.
Are they?
They took a timeout.
Sounds like the Hawks are challenging. Yeah, they are. It's a big call because it's either 2 free throws for Miami, 90-84 game, or it's a foul on Miami, and the Hawks get the ball back after Kyle Anderson deflected the ball from Trae Young. What do y'all think? Was it a foul? Y for yes, N for no. Was it a foul? Y for yes, N for no. I'll be honest. I think it will stand because they called it a foul on Trae Young. I could see it going either way, though.
I mean, in theory, he technically fouled him first.
I'm very curious to see what Secaucus says. Noah says it's a foul. So does Tyler, Kang, Tyman, Arnav, Memester, Allen. So most of the chat thinks it's a foul, Justin, on Trae Young. I think because they called it a foul, it will stand. But we will see what happens. I think I said this one time we from here. I think this lighting in the studio is the best.
For this one?
Yeah, this lighting is terrific. I think I look very lit well, and there's no mic shadow. At least I can't notice it. Is there one? There might be a little bit.
You just really can't see it on the camera.
Yeah. Guess it's helpful to have a beard in those moments. Look around the league. The Pistons won again. It seems like they're going to lock up that 6th seed. They're playing good ball. Bulls beat the 76ers by 32. Nuggets beat the Pacers by 12. Wizards and Nets in a pillow fight. So are the Jazz and Trailblazers. And the Thunder just keep on rolling, up 17 on the T-Wolves. My God. Can we just fast forward to the Celtics Thunder NBA Finals, please?
You think the Thunder going to come through?
Who else coming out?
I just don't think they got enough.
Well, why don't they have enough?
I mean,
they got the best player or second best player in the NBA, in SGA.
The last year against the Mavericks, I was very disappointed in their.
Yeah, but that was their grow-up year.
Hey, they're gonna have to prove it to me.
Adding Hartenstein's big because now they can throw multiple bodies like Minnesota did at Jokic if they match up.
But the thing was, Jalen Williams wasn't scoring like he was in the regular season.
I just think they got Caruso off the bench. There is no team in the West that can compete with the Thunder, in my opinion. It's just. The challenge was successful. It's actually overturned to a foul on Miami. So it not only is a foul wiped away on Trae Young, but it's a foul on Kyle Anderson. The best player in the NBA is still Nikola Jovic. Don't get it twisted. Not even. I don't think it's close. But I think SGA is number 2. So, third foul on Miami with 3.5 to go. Why do they get a fresh 24, though? Shouldn't it just go to 14 since it's a loose ball foul? I don't know. Whatever. I don't get NBA rules. Down 6, Miami is. Trae Young gets the isolated switch on the Tyler Herro. Drives right. Cut off. Kicked out to Terrence Mann. Corner 3. Night. Down 9. Will the Heat even score 9 points in the final 3 minutes? Burks driving inside, hanging, layup. No. Hawks out in transition. LeVert inside, drop off to Jalen Daniels, Dyson Daniels. Hawks will reset. Under 3 minutes to go. Trae Young really looking for the dagger. Can't make it. Kyle Anderson with the board. Throws up ahead to Wiggins, who's stripped by Dyson Daniels. Third steal of the game for Daniels. He averages 3 a game. 14th turnover for the Heat. Quite literally any bucket for the Hawks puts this game to bed because it's a 10-point double-digit lead with 2 minutes to go. Trae Young doubled. Drops it into Okongwu. Blocked by Wiggins. It's a shot clock violation with 2:05 to go. Can the Heat score 9 points in 2 minutes? I doubt it.
No.
I'm telling you, I think the Heat might score only 2 points. It might be 196 or 186. I actually am rooting for it, I think, at this point.
You don't think the Hawks are just going to dribble it out?
They'll get a couple buckets. Herro has it, gets a screen. Herro driving on Daniels, hanging, layup. Oh, my God, he missed it. But Kyle Anderson tipped it back up and in. So Heat stay alive with that basket. Down 7. But why'd they call a timeout on the floor? I mean, I don't think there wasn't a technical.
Oh, yeah, clock thing.
Interesting. Hawks up 7. Don't got to follow anything. Just got to get stops. Stop, bucket, stop, bucket. Stop, bucket. Oh, instead, Ole defense, Trae Young floater inside, easy layup. What are we doing? Down 9. Don't score on this possession. Yeah, no chance. How about Trae Young only has 11 points? Herro turns it over. This team is so bad. Eric Reed says it feels like it's slipping away. It can't be slipping away if they always sucked. Trae Young, the Daniels to the corner, man, 3, no good. Herro with the board. Herro pushing up ahead now. Crossing on Levert, stripped. Another turnover. Holy shit. Levert to Okongwu, fouled by Burks. Minute 11 to go. Game over. The 15th turnover of the game on the Miami Heat. First free throw by Congo is good. 96-86. Misses the second. Minute to go. We've got a pathway to 186. Dyson Daniels just ripped Bam Adebayo. 4th steal of the game. 17th turnover of the game for Miami. Daniels floater, good. Game over. Will the Hawks take another shot to make it a 186 game?
Depends on when they get the ball.
Wiggins stolen by Daniels. Oh, they called a foul. That's a bad call. Challenge it again, Atlanta. I wanted to predict the score.
Oh,
I actually
186.
Yeah, they're so close. Wait, I actually think they are challenging. Or did Miami just call a timeout?
No, Hawks did.
The Hawks are challenging?
They might be.
I thought it looked like a clean strip live.
They're like, oh, yeah, they are.
They are challenging.
Replay center's like Quinn.
The part that sucks is that if they didn't call a challenge, Daniels would have had a breakaway dunk, and it would have been 186. And if the Heat didn't score on their next possession, that's what would have been final. Instead, the Hawks might not even shoot it if they get it.
I know replay center kind of hot, though. They're like, bro, this game's done.
Yeah, right.
Quinn, we trying to go home.
If I didn't predict the score to be 186, I would be pissed that they challenged it. But I just want to potentially be right. If you guys want to ask me a question or get your thoughts on the Miami Heat on Scream, I would super chat now. But because of this game being over and this team being a disaster, we are going to sign off relatively quickly, and we will see you tomorrow with a video. But if you want to get your thoughts on screen, super chat can do that. Zach is asking why he got put in timeout. It's because you spammed Fire Spo again, dude. I told you when you did it the first time. I don't care if you think Eric Spo should be fired. You could say you should fire Spo in the chat all you want. But But as soon as you start sending in 10 messages at once unannounced, that's when you get put in timeout, especially when you got a warning sack. So that's why.
I think they're not going to overturn it.
I didn't even see the replay. Was it clean rep?
He hit Wiggins in the back first.
Soft. Funny thing about this game is that the Heat played Atlanta again on Wednesday. We'll be live for that game, sadly. I think I put it in the tweet today. The Heat are back again tonight, in parentheses marks, sadly. I think I'm going to put the Heat play tonight, in parentheses, sadly, every day for the rest of the year.
It's a game in Miami or in Atlanta?
The game on Wednesday is in Miami. The Heat have a 4-game home trip.
Wow.
It's overturned. Hawks ball. Sucks, though, because they would have got a dunk, and it would have been 186. Damn. Dyson Daniels, 4 steals today. He is something else, man.
The Great Barrier Thief. Good name. Dude. I call another timeout.
Wait, why? They couldn't inbound the ball? You could take the stats off screen. Let's look at the 2 super chats that just came in. Fill in the blank. This is the worst Heat team since. $1988. $2016. I'd probably say since the 2014-2015 team. Will the Hawks take a shot? I hope so. I don't think they will. 2 points off. Fuck. The Heat in 2014-2015 went 37-45 and had the 10th pick in the draft where they selected Justice Winslow. Will the Heat finish with a better record than 37-45? Hydro says, awesome, we get the losers, Pacers win. Yeah, I mean, I probably would predict a 0-4 week.
At this rate,
At best, 1-3. Maybe the Heat beat the Hawks on Wednesday at home, but they'll lose to the Pacers and Knicks without a question. Without a question. $2 super chat from Anthony. When is the Heat perfect offseason vid coming? Anthony, how diabolical would it be if I dropped that tomorrow? How diabolical would it be? That'd be pretty fucking diabolical. If I dropped a perfect offseason video tomorrow, it'd be hilarious. I'm trying to think of what my video should be tomorrow. I've already shot. I've been thinking of what it should be for the entire second half because I knew the Heat were gonna lose, and I could not think of maybe like if Nikola Jovic gets an injury update, maybe that. Like if that happens, yeah. But assuming no injury update, I legitimately have no clue what the video tomorrow should be.
Maybe take a look at considering how bad they shot, maybe the last time they shot this stretch of a poor shooting stretch.
See a couple people say mock draft. I'm trying to think of what it should be. I legitimately don't know. $1 super chat from Sack. Appreciate you, Sack. Get back in the good graces with a $1 super chat. Just don't spam, man. Just don't. You can spam when we ask you to spam, but don't spam unannounced. See a mock draft. Wait, are the Heat out? Are the Heat behind the Hawks in the standings? Because if that's the case, the Heat would technically have 2 first-round picks, and I might do a mock draft. I actually swear to God I might do a mock, because if the Heat are now behind the Hawks in the standings, technically they will have the 2 first-round picks.
They are not.
What?
The Hawks have lost 31 games.
Wait, that's not updated, though.
But the Heat.
Because the Heat were 26 and 29 coming into today, so they're 26 and 30. What's a better win percentage? Let's find out. Give me 1 second. We're going to do the math. 26 divided by, so 26 and 30, 56. 464. Remember that. 464. 27 divided by 27 plus 31 is 58. So 27 divided by 58. 465. The Heat are below the Hawks in the standings. The Heat are officially below the Hawks in the standings. The Heat are .001 behind the Hawks in the standings. They will now be the 9 seed going into tomorrow, which means technically when we wake up tomorrow, we will have a projected lottery pick on Tankathon. Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there. Let's see if Tankathon is updated yet. Oh my God, they have. That's chills. Yeah. Yo. This is chill. As we currently stand, Tankathon has updated the standings and everything. Right now, if we ended the season, the Heat would have the 11th pick in the lottery. Because once you get into the lottery, it just goes based off record and win percentage. And the Warriors are technically in the lottery still, because they're the 9 seed in the West. But the Kings are in the lottery, but they have a better record than us. The Suns are in the lottery right now, but they have a better record than us. So then Miami is the 11th pick. So right now, as we currently stand, the Heat have the 11th pick and the 14th pick in the NBA draft.
It's a lot to work with. How upset would you be if that math held the entire rest of the season, and then the last week of the season, they somehow snuck into the play?
It's possible. I mean, it's very possible that Heat ultimately are like the 10 seed in the East or the 9 seed, which there are right now, are projected to have the 11th pick, but then win both play-in games and are in the playoffs, and they don't get their own pick. It's very possible. Very possible. All right, we're going to sim one lottery. See what happens.
Oh, right now?
The Heat stay with pick 11 and 14. The Raptors would have the number 1 pick in this lottery sim. Oh, Cooper Flag in Toronto. That stinks. We're going to sim one more. Still 11 and 14. Bummer. We're going to sim one more. Still 11 and 14. Bummer. Sim one more. Still 11 and 14. Bummer. Sim one more. Still. We jumped to number 3 in this one.
Wow.
Call it. Oh, Miami Heat mock draft. The first simulation. We got the 3rd pick. Whoa, what a shame. Bang! Dylan Harper, you are a Heatle. Kasparas Yakachonis, you are a Heedle. Real talk, though, if we somehow got in the top 3, Cooper Flag's going number 1. No questions about it. The question of who will go number 2 is very much up in the air. Will probably be between Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, and Kasparas Yakachonis. The Heat need a point guard. It's their number 1 need, without a question. Yeah, Ace Bailey would be cool because of his ability to shot create on the perimeter. He's got good size to him. But the Heat need a true point guard to take the burden off of Tyler Herro. So with the 3rd pick, I would take one of Dylan Harper or Kasparas Yakachonis, true point guards. Harper would be my first option. Yakachonis would be number 2. All right, that will actually do it for tonight's game. Peace out, Heat fans. See you tomorrow with a video. See you Wednesday with another live show. Unfortunately, we have to watch the Heat and Hawks play again. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you tomorrow. See ya.